What's going on, y'all? Gazering 2K back here with Steuben. The Gust Win podcast is going down. Episode 9. Stu, Memorial Day weekend, man. How you feeling? How's it going? What was on your mind this weekend? Tell me something good, man.
Well, it's been a weird one. First of all, it's Monday, and normally I'm at work. I work 12 to 6 on Mondays, and I'm off today. But it's a nice day. It's a little hot and humid, but we're doing a pod on a Monday afternoon, a little bit different than normal. And this past Saturday, I played in a win-a-box, and I won with Darkrai.
You won a box. Hey,
with Darkrai V-Star. Yeah, Darkrai V-Star. You know, the card that we completely crapped on every week with every guest for the past,
I could have sworn for the last 4 weeks. The last 4 weeks, maybe. We've talked about how bad Darkrai how bad Darkrai V-Star was going to be for 4 weeks.
And
and you took it to a tournament.
I took this 60 cards and I won. So it was kind of cool. And I definitely attribute that to the fact that not a single person had Palkia there. But we'll see what happens in some future play testing. But this episode we are joined by the GOAT himself, Little Dark Fury. Yes. How's it going, dude?
Yes.
Yo, what's up? I'm good. Thanks for having me on the pod. I'm excited to talk some stuff, you know?
Yeah,
thank you for joining us, man.
Before we ever even started, like the first episode, I told you before, like we had a top 10 list, and you're in there. So, and now you're here within the first 10 episodes. So we're succeeding at something.
He did it. He said yes. You don't know how juiced I was when I hit you on Twitter. I was like, "Hey man, would you be interested?" He's like, "For sure." I almost did a backflip.
Yeah.
Gazer, you have never done a backflip?
I said almost. Almost.
Yo, just a backflip friggin' over the green screen, knocks it over.
Accidentally kickflips
over the top, man.
Kicks his grandma in the face.
Sorry, Granny. But no.
You gotta leave.
LD, man. You
gotta leave Granny alone.
She needs to leave me alone. That's the thing. But no, LDF, man. I can call you LDF, right?
Yeah,
we're not leaking real names yet. No, he's not leaking real names.
No, not until NAIC. Yeah,
not until NAIC. Yeah. So if anyone's wondering, anyone's been listening for 9 episodes, or haven't watched my Twitter or anything. I mean, watched my Twitch or anything. I'm Gazerbeam, but my real name is actually Ryan. The most basic common name you can think of. Steuben, you're Steven.
Yes.
And I still want to hear the story about it. I want you to tell it on the podcast one day, but you refuse to.
Yeah, we'd have to mark it as explicit, so no.
And LDF, you're gonna be known as LDF until NAIC, and then we'll get the name. We'll get the real name leaked, right?
I mean, y'all know my real name.
So technically, I think Frosted Caribou at Indie Regionals showed up in Arcanine as Frosted Caribou. I
saw that, bro. I'm looking into doing that too, to be honest.
That low key, like, no shade to her, but like that kind of made me mad. Like, why can't I just be Steuben then on Arcanine instead of like Steven, insert last name here that I still try to keep secret as possible.
Insert last name.
Yeah, insert last name or redacted, whatever. I mean, come on, what? How? There's got to be some like sauce to making that happen, right? Like,
Steuben, you don't have enough clout yet. Between Frosted Caribou, LDF, they have enough clout where they can probably do something like that. You and I, we gotta use our regular government names, man.
I mean,
so we're just Steven and Ryan.
Your name could be broken down just to like Gazer space Beam.
I've done that before. I've done that in other things before. You're not wrong.
Like, you could do that.
You could. I'd have to be like Stu Ben, and no.
Your first name Stu, last name Ben.
Stu.Ben.
It's short for Stuart Benjamin or something. I don't know.
I don't know what Little Dark Fury would work. That's a 3-word thing.
You'd have to
just put Little Dark and then last name.
Fury. Okay, yeah. All right.
You'd have to like make it into like 2 weird phonetic names though. Like that'd be really weird.
But okay, before you leak the name, before you give the name up on an NAIC, can we get like a clue? What's it start with? The first letter. Can we get that?
M.
Oh, okay. You guys, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, go in the chat below. Tell us what you think his name is. It starts with an M. We know that much now. We know that much.
There you go.
Right on. So yeah, you're one of the biggest Pokemon TCG specifically playing YouTubers in the community, and you do a lot of awesome deck lists. You've got 27,000 something odd numbered subs on YouTube, right?
Yeah, 27.8.
And you started doing Twitch late last year, and I think you're over 6,000 follows there.
Hmm.
So That's
Ridiculous.
that's pretty awesome, man. What do you attest to the success? Like, what's your secret sauce?
The secret. Well, honestly, like, I mean, I've been doing YouTube for a very long time on PCGO. I feel like I only got the growth when the pandemic hit. That's when my channel really started to like grow, was during the pandemic. And I kind of think it's just kind of like, I mean, I accustomed to that, to maybe like Dark Integral Game and Yellow Swallow not uploading. They were kind of like my biggest like competition in a way. Them not uploading, I kind of fill in the void that they left behind. And then I think 2021 is when I saw my biggest growth ever with like I hit like 20K that year. It was crazy. Yeah, 2021 was a really good year for me on YouTube. I think it's honestly just like, I mean, I do the daily uploads. I try to stay as consistent as possible, and I try to do something different every video too. So it's like I don't know. I just think it's just like the secret sauce.
You don't do the same thing everybody else does, and that's why we love you. Honestly, like, say for example, prime example. I bet today and tomorrow all over YouTube, we're gonna see Vancouver and Bremen like top 8 decks repeated from the same creators over and over and over again. But you uploaded what, Miltank today, right? Like, yeah. So like, awesome. Let's go. And I mean, you know, we're in a different little bit of a world with like Astral Radiance, you know, being out and fully out on PTCGO versus those regionals where they weren't legal for it. But I mean, like, the full grip event happened.
That's true. Mew won it.
Yeah, and Mew won. Yeah. And that was all Astral Radiance legal. So it's a little bit of a weird time at this exact moment with those last official events wrapping up. But
yeah.
What do you think?
We have one more week.
Yeah, wait, what's next week? What's next week, technically? Is there anything else, like a major event next week?
Not until Milwaukee, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else until Milwaukee, and that's Astral legal. So
yeah,
it's good, and it's like I said, it's refreshing that like content creators like you and like For the Win upload different decks on a regular basis outside of like the same, like, oh cool, hey, this got X place at X, I'm gonna play it today. Here's my boring commentary. And, you know, no disrespect to those people who do that, but like, it's just not entertaining anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's informative, sure, and it's good information, but like, I don't go to YouTube to learn. I go to YouTube to have fun.
Yeah, that's what I feel like my channel is. I do see a lot of like hate towards my channel, especially because it's like I do all the fun wacky decks. But I mean, I'm not saying all my decks you have to bring to a tournament and act like they're gonna beat Mew and everything. You know, you can just mess around the ladder, have some fun, do something different than just playing the same Arc Intel deck over and over again until you get bored. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I take away from my channel. It's like you don't have to go to my channel to watch, you know, the competitive stuff. You just watch, you can watch my videos, you get entertained by the stuff I do. You just play my decks for fun. You don't have to take it super seriously. And I mean, you know, it's kind of like, honestly, like, you know, it's like I've seen like the hate towards like Dark Integral Gaming, the same thing. It's like, this guy, all he does is upload the bad decks, bro. Like, how is he, you know, how does he have this much subscribers? You know, it's like,
his content was so entertaining though, too. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, people said that.
Yeah. He got a lot of hate on him. If you go to Verbank, bro, Dark Integral Gaming got like
Verbank and Hayfont, man, they really like just pooped on a daily basis. Like, they made memes out of him. Like,
yeah, maybe that's why he left. Who knows? I don't know.
I think no matter what you do, there's gonna be haters, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, the bigger you get, I've kind of accepted that. Like, there's an entire Discord server out there that it's a huge Discord server for the Pokemon community, bro. The amount of hate I get there, if you search up my name in that Discord server, like LDF, bro, every single day someone's like just hates on me, and it's like I don't really care. It's like, you want to hate on me because, you know, I'm a big channel, or you don't like the videos I post, you don't like the decks I post. I can maybe understand the face and the thumbnail thing. I get that. But, you know, it's like, whatever, bro. You know, I do my own thing, and I kind of, you know, I just kind of keep to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it works though. Like, you know, because it's also free promotion. So hey, if there's any Gust of Win haters out there, make sure you tag us in your shit posts.
Yeah, talk about us, speak on us.
Yeah,
they say any publicity is good publicity, right?
We're still waiting on those 5-star reviews. That's true, but you know,
that is true. Well, you know, if they hate on you, they're gonna watch your video anyways. Thanks for the free view. Thanks for the interaction.
Yeah, they're gonna watch it because they can say, I don't like the part where he said or where he did. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I remember LDF. He had a video about maybe 3 months ago, maybe, where a guy just flamed the whole video, the whole messages.
Samuel Simku.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
So-
flamed it, just over and over and over. I'm like, yo, bro, he's promoting your video for you. This is good. I'm happy for
dude.
you.
that video, I think it was it was a Mewtwo Union video that he commented on.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, dude, that video, it's like at 21,000 views now, probably because of all of his comments that he left.
Because the comments comments after comments. So when this guy posted maybe what 80 comments
on just one video.
Like that. Yeah, one video. I didn't want to go through and delete them all.
I mean,
I said, LD, crazy. Don't delete them.
That pushes the algorithm in your favor. Even if
get recommended for more people this way.
Even if they're like,
exactly.
Even if they're hate comments, that pushes the algorithm 100% in your favor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep,
I'm all for it. Like engagement is like one of the hardest things to get on the platform, honestly. And
for sure.
That's honestly just how it feeds. That's how it works.
Exactly.
Shout out to all those haters. We need y'all. We need y'all in our lives.
We need the haters. Exactly.
Yes. I mean, that's crazy though, because I didn't know people were. Anytime I hear about Donald, Dark Intro Gaming, I just hear good things. Everybody loves him, everybody misses him, everybody wants him back. I didn't know he had haters like that. But then you look at Mahone, people love Mahone, but people also hate Mahone. People love you, LD. People also hate you. So I think no matter what, you're gonna have someone who just, I don't like that guy. I don't like this guy. You know, oh my gosh.
It happens. There's nothing you can do about it. Everyone's got haters.
Yeah,
True.
It is. It just, it's just part of it no matter what. Even if you have, 10 subscribers or 10 followers on Twitter or whatever, people are still gonna like look at your opinions and your thoughts and be like, oh, this guy's stupid. Get rid of this. Like, not everybody can just be nice and just get along, so.
Exactly.
But hey, the hate generates publicity and it's free.
True.
So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
So, hey, Stu, so we get into the 6 prize term?
Yeah, let's do it. You want to take it away?
Okay, so what this is the 6 prize term. Basically, LD, we're going to hit you with 6 quick questions. It's like taking 6 prizes in a game.
Okay.
We want your answers just rapidly, quickly. Don't even think about them, just off the top of your head, top of the dome. Whatever you got, say it. Just quick, fast you can. You ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, he says he is. All right, first question. Favorite V Pokemon from Astral Radiance?
Samurai.
Favorite soda?
Dialga.
Oh, Dialga. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
favorite soda or pop, whatever you want to call it.
Coca-Cola.
Wow. Okay, that's Coca-Cola. Okay, sorry. Some of these answers. Okay. Like this question: Drake, J. Cole, or Kendrick?
Drake.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Canada.
What block do you like more, Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield?
Sun and Moon.
Interesting. Okay. Least favorite V Pokemon from Astral Radiance?
Man, I gotta say Cleaver.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Okay. It's tough.
All right, this one I kept quiet from Gazer. I didn't put it in there. Who ran a better tournament series? No. Me or Gazer?
I gotta give it to Gazer.
What? What?
No hate, but every time I played a Gazer tourney, I've done really, really well.
Oh man. Okay, single prize showdown's never coming back now. That was the concrete block that drowned the fish, man.
Just underwater sink now, huh?
It's gone.
Yeah. I like single prize showdown. It's funny. Every time I played in your single prize showdown, except for the very first one, but like the last 3, I did really well. I think I took top 4 in one of them. So I liked your single prize showdown.
I mean, to be fair, Steuben, I did do well in a few of them, right?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah,
exactly,
you did.
But...
Yeah, I think you won one of them, and you made like top 8 almost every single time, except for once. I think it was
one.
Like
you
bricked with the Rapid Strike box because like everybody played at that tournament.
Yeah, I remember. I think I won a tournament with the Rapid Strike box deck,
and then the next one, everybody played it. Yeah,
because they know it's good in the single prize format. Yeah.
They saw your name top that event with that deck, and they're like, "All right, cool, I'm coming back next week." And the ban list didn't change, and and I 100% regret the one where I let everything go, and it was just like a Wheezing mirror for 6 rounds, and I was like,
that's what
Wheezing and Dragapult, bro.
That's what I played.
Those aren't fun. Yeah,
I played Wheezing. I loved Wheezing.
Yeah, the Dragapult and Wheezing, and like, oh man, that was. There's some degenerate stuff in that format, and like, I just sometimes I couldn't keep up with like, what do I ban? What do I do now? Where do we go from here? And it kind of got like, all right, I'm done. I've had enough.
Yeah,
and then
Dreams are still going on.
No shade, but GLC kind of blew up, and then everybody stopped playing single prize anyways afterwards.
Yeah, there's not many single prize tourneys anymore. It's depressing because they're fun to play during like the dry period between sets, but no one hosts them. Like, I'm not saying GLC is bad, but like GLC, I'm not saying it's repetitive, but it's like it feels like it's just kind of the same kind of type archetypes that do well.
Yeah, you
compared
have
to a single price format.
You have colorless that can either be attacking or control.
Control.
And then water
plays the same lightning deck.
Yeah,
you know,
lightning and water and grass, they're all the same, and like and also now it's expensive. It's expensive now.
I know, yeah. The older cards are starting to, and that's because of how popular GLC's gone.
I was looking at prices today. Ivysaur from Dark Explorers is a $16 uncommon.
Wait,
wow!
I'm not making it up.
Which Ivysaur is this?
Dark Explorers, TCGplayer. It's the cheapest. The cheapest listing this morning was $16. Dark Claw. Okay. Dark Claw. $4. A foil, $25 for a reverse foil.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the cards are like a decade old, but even then, bro, that's absurd. Yeah. They're not good and expanded. No one's going to use Ivysaur or Dark Claw and expanded.
No, have you seen the Roserade?
Hold my Dark Claw.
The Roserade that has the ability that's pretty much shady dealings.
I've seen that one.
The cheapest one is $95 on TCG.
I've seen that one. I was tripping out on that one. Yeah. When you play it, when you evolve, you get to get any card from your deck. That one?
Yeah, it's an item or trainer card or whatever. It's basically shady dealings. It's basically shady
dealings. Any card. Okay.
Yeah, it's shady dealings, and the cheapest one is $95.
Yeah, I seen that one.
That's ridiculous. I didn't know those cards were so expensive for the GLC.
Gabite from Dragons Exalted is $16.
I mean, that's a good Gabite though. I can't even lie.
It is, but
I feel like in conspiracy fart time, like they were buying bulk at the best prices for a long time before they dropped this stuff. Deep down, I feel like they knew what they were doing.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
You're making a claim
there, aren't you? Just putting it out there. Maybe think about it.
Tinfoil hats on.
Yeah.
That's crazy that's that expensive.
Yeah, it's insane.
Right, so man, appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Good questions. Just real quick, you say your favorite is either Dialga or Palkia?
Dialga.
Oh, it's Dialga. Okay.
I've been really enjoying the Dialga Magnezone deck. Like it's been so fun. I've been having the funniest matches ever where I just like Magnezone sack like 4 energy just out of nowhere, turn 2 V-Star power, win the game. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. I love it.
Yeah, I seen a video where you took it to expand it. And
yeah, dude, I was just streaming, and then Jake Gearhart pops in the stream, and he's like, "Yo, LDF, you got to try out this broken Dialga deck," and I'm like, "All right, I'll play it on stream." Yep, and then once I figured out the deck, I'm like, "Oh, this is an easy YouTube video," and the video's like actually it's doing pretty well. The video's doing very well actually, and it's like I don't know if I've ruined Expanded or not. I don't know if anyone still plays Expanded and like has noticed the uptake in like that deck, but yeah,
I've seen a lot of like anti-expanded like Retora on Twitter the past couple of days, and
that could be because of that video/deck. I think that might be what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like we've already seen how degenerate things get and expanded already, but like the craziness and like the price too. Like again, like we just said, how expensive GLC is. Expanded is not cheap at all either.
No.
Propagate eggs are pushing like $6-7 a piece.
Yeah,
and those aren't as old as some of the other cards.
Getting like a playset of like via Seeker, computer search and stuff, and like even like staples.
Yeah,
like battle compressor and mail. Like it's
I was again with the GLC prices. I saw Town Map cheapest copies $4.
Wow, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
no,
and like
that one makes no sense.
That's had multiple prints too. So
that's crazy.
It's not still. I
think it was last week. Tricky Jim Andrew Mahone. He was talking about how expanded is like he says just a big mess. He said there's no expanded, big events going on right now. Agreed. He says you have cards that just shouldn't mesh well with mesh together because they didn't have the foresight to see 10 years into the future, seeing how this breaks it.
Yeah.
So he says it's just a mess. He said if you try, ban all the cards, break the format, then you're just basically playing standard. He said, what's the fun in that? He said Expanded is just a mess right now. He says.
I'll say this: I like how crazy Expanded is. I will agree. There's a lot of really degenerate cards. I think Electro GX is bordering on like kind of toxic. I think Gengar Mimikyu is one of the worst cards in the format, and I think like the amount of stall you can play like with Lucamine and Snorlax and like Giraffe Rig, it's so I think the format needs like a complete like overhaul with like bans. But the idea that there's this massive card pool and all these combos you can use, like, you know what's like a fun idea? Like Shadow Rider Gardevoir. That I don't think that deck's ever gonna like do well in the meta where like Volcarona can do like 320 damage in one turn. But like Shadow Rider Gardevoir is a perfect example of like how expanded can actually be a fun format. And then you just got people like playing Volcarona or like ADP Dragonite and all these like one hit KO turn one donk decks like you know Dialga V-Star and like Gengar Mimikyu winning the game because they horror house you. It's like it's a mess, but like there's potential for the format to do well. It's just the amount of like insane broken decks there are, it just makes it unplayable.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if they decided to ever do, like, a reprint set or, like, a Trainer's Toolkit Expanded Edition or something, like, that would help get people into it, too, but, like, it's so hard, too, because, like, I work at a game shop, and we have these groups of new kids coming in and wanting to play in the tournaments, and they have expanded legal decks without even knowing they're expanded decks. And they're like, oh yeah, well the tournament standard to keep it on a more fair playing field.
I can't play my Versus Seeker?
Yeah, they're like, well, I can't play my fairy type Pokemon, I can't play them basically. And I'm like, no, you have to play with like cards that are at least from Sword and Shield or newer and so on and so forth.
But I love my game. I love my Mimikyu GX.
And then
what do you mean?
and then I'm like, all right, well I'll show you what a real expanded deck looks like. You can technically play that in an expanded event, but it's inaccessible for everybody else. And I just sat down and I was a bully with Dragonite ADP. And like, this is expanded format. You really want to play this, bro? Or you want to play some standard?
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, what did you just took 4 prizes in one turn from one attack.
You sound like Seto Kaiba from the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. And
so like, I'm here to bully you.
It's hard to get new people to like not want to just use everything they have too. And there's just the misinformation is out there.
Some don't know. Some don't know. They don't understand.
Exactly.
They don't get it.
Some people don't know. They don't, and that's not their fault at all. That's technically like TPCI, like not communicating more about the play aspect of things.
I mean, I think they're probably going to keep expanded. I mean, I don't know if like rotation or scrap knit is ever going to happen because I mean they're probably going to return events. I think the reason we're not seeing expand events because it's been 2 years since an event. They obviously want to just kind of push standard for now.
I agree.
And I mean they recently banned Shaman and stuff. Clearly they still care about the format. It's just a matter of time whether or not they're gonna, figure out a way to make it not like such a bad format.
I have to say, I personally enjoy Electro GX and the shenanigans with that. I also have to say, I love myself some Mimikyu and Gengar tag team.
No.
And I really did enjoy Shaman as well. So I feel personally attacked by some of the comments you made previously. But you're my boy, so I'll let that slide. But I love me some Mimikyu and Gengar. You know that. Everybody knows that.
No, I mean, like, I like expanded too, but I feel like it's unfair for anybody new.
Yeah.
And there's just no way to get into it. And I mean, like, what also sucks with like PTCGO is like when you start, what do you get given? You get Metal Might, and it's technically an expanded deck. You take that in the ladder, you're just gonna get steamrolled by anything else.
Yeah, like Mental Knight is a friggin'
the barrier for entry for that format is just so high and so crept out.
Yeah.
That's why it just serves a long time players versus new players.
Yeah, that's why I don't post much expanded content because it's like people don't want to watch it because they can't get into it, they don't care about it, and it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, I feel like we talked a little bit about it before with you and like Legacy. Like you love Legacy, but the videos just didn't perform or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. My last 2 Legacy videos I posted on Yen Mega Prime and Gengar Mimikyu or Gengar Prime, I had to basically come up with the best title I could think of in order for the video to perform above average, and it worked. I titled the Yen Mega video, I'm like, my favorite card of all time is leaving PTCGO forever. And then the Gengar video, this is the craziest way to win the game. And I was like, thumbnail, and it's like the only way the videos got views. And it's like, I love Legacy. It's a dead format though.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get into, I feel like.
They'll never
doesn't even care about it.
They'll never support it with paper.
Nope.
Probably not.
Just the way they've shown expanded no love in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and I think they're just moving away from it. I mean, look at live. There's no legacy in live. So
it's in a weird place. And like too with standard, like those Calyrex decks are coming out, but they're gonna have cards that would allegedly rotate in them too. So are we getting a delayed rotation because of that, or like what like that just seems so weird. Like why put a deck out in June and then rotate at the end of August and September and then half that deck is useless?
I think the Calyrex decks are, I don't think they're gonna, I mean Ice Rider maybe is decent, but like Shadow Rider is like terrible.
Yeah.
It's
Like people are gonna
Shadow
buy
Rider
them, and then they're
Shadow
gonna
Rider
get
had its time.
smoked
It's
by
Ice
Dark
Rider.
Box.
Everyone's going after the Ice Rider because you get your few Sabos, so you can still use them for what, like 2 months, 3 months. You can use
Well,
your Sabos a little bit more.
keep calling will still be around.
Yeah, you
There's
still
a
have that
world
one.
where maybe Rare Candy Quick Shooting will see play, but yeah, Drizzle's
I can
gone.
see that. I can see that
Yeah.
too. But yeah.
Ice Rider's not bad right now. I don't know if Ice Rider is better than like just Palkia, but like Shadow Rider's unplayable, bro. Some Timmy's gonna buy it, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I got a new Shadow Rider Telex deck. This deck's insane." And they go to a tournament, and they're like, they play against Rapture Gertrude Moltres, and they're like, "Oh gosh, let's go fighting a Psychic Weak deck," and then they
Who
just
could
slap
beat
with
him?
Moltres,
No, you
take 2
can't.
knockouts, win the game, and it's like, oh, I just wasted $30 on this deck. That's like kind of garbage.
Yeah, and I mean,
I was at locals last week.
People will buy them. They will. They will.
Mhm.
They will. I was at
I mean,
locals last week.
Shadow Rider's not terrible, but like it's just like it's so like
it's
bad.
gone. It's over. It's over for Shadow Rider. I was at locals last week, and I was with my boy. Came. I went to high school with this guy, and he finally came to his first local tournament in a long time.
Yeah.
And he brought his son, and his son's going through the cards and looking through things like, oh, Ryan, look. I said, yeah, what's up? He said, look, I found some really rare cards, and it was 2 Shadow Rider VMAX. I'm like, I hate to break it to you, but they're not as good as they used to be.
No.
It's like, oh, and he put them away, and I felt bad. I questioned him. I was like, I got to let him know now, early, so he can, learn these things and get past this. I had to teach him.
I mean, Shadow Rider's not like terrible in my opinion. It's still like an okay deck, but yeah, it's just like you're probably never gonna win a tournament with it. It can't beat Palkia, can't beat Arceus, can't beat any deck with a Dark Pokemon in it.
Not at all.
And every deck now, like playing Crobat VMAX and Hoopa and Moltres is like good luck.
Yeah, there's just no way. Like, but again, it makes me feel like we're not going to rotate when we normally do. My gut tells me that we're waiting until when Japan does it at the same time.
No, I don't know. I think we're gonna get a rotation. I don't know. It feels like
they normally announce it by now. They normally announce it by mid-April to mid-May, and it's the end of May, and we haven't got an announcement. There's products that come out in June that have D block cards in them. Like,
you're right. I mean, when they released
the trainer gallery cards are all screwed up from all the different DE and F.
No, those are screwed up. Yes, those are messed up.
So like, and they're going to continue to print more cards that have Ds in the trainer galleries in the next 2 sets. So like, we're going to rotate, but the question is when might just be different than normal. Because this is the first true rotation we have with the regulation marks.
Yeah, maybe it's not going to be in September.
Could be closer to December when
Japan, could be the end of the year.
Japan normally does it because, like, if you think of it too, like they always have like that weird, like we always have these weird half formats or whatever where they're like, oh cool, yeah, okay, we also have our Tapu Koko Prism Star, but in your standard format. Like that made no sense for us, like seeing all these Japanese lists. Oh cool, we could do all these cool things because we still have access to these prisms and these tag teams, and we didn't. So like
we can't remember that Vikavolt list.
Yeah. That was a big deal. Yeah, the Vikavolt. They were able to play that like that, and like
it's one of the best decks in Japan.
And we never got to play it in standard.
Never got a chance to do it. Yeah.
No. So I feel like maybe now with the regulation marks, they might try and change the time frame.
To be fair, I'm fine with that because like I don't think I could have dealt with ADP for another year.
No,
or like
I
tag
agree.
teams in general,
you know. I definitely agree with those going away.
Yeah. Like the whole 3 prize meta, I'm so over it. Like the VMAXs and stuff, it's just so like it's so dumb.
And I mean, like the VMAX now are like it's getting better in the prize trade, and like things are more balancing out because you end up going to like the metaphorical 7 prize game anyways with the VMAX in play. So it doesn't feel as bad with like Arceus carrying those things. So I dig it. Who knows what'll happen? So with you and YouTube though. What ultimately wanted to get you started?
Well, I mean, okay, so I've been making YouTube videos for a long time, but I didn't post PTCGL vids until like 2014, early 2015.
What were you making before that?
I was posting Call of Duty videos, but like I didn't have a capture card. I just used my phone camera. It was terrible. Obviously my channel was going nowhere. But then I started playing PTCGO because I played IRL back in the day, but I never posted content. And then I stopped playing IRL in 2013 when I moved away from my friends. I couldn't go to my league. And then I got into PTCGO the end of 2014. I already had my YouTube channel, so I was like, let's test some stuff out. And I started posting content there. My main inspiration at the time, obviously, was Puka. Without Puka, I don't know if I'd be here today, to be honest, making videos. He was what got me into like wanting to post videos all the time. Too. Yeah, and post all the rogue decks too. And I just kind of kept trucking along. I've seen the evolution of the card game since like 2011, but even like like on PCGO, I've seen the evolution of PCGO for a very long time. I've seen just kind of how the game's expanded, and I've seen the evolution of the YouTube community. That's one thing that it kind of like blows my mind of where I am at now in the community of like how my channel is so large. Like I've been here for so long. I've seen bare PTCGO YouTubers just come and go and fall out of relevancy, kind of become big, and then stuff like that. So it's just kind of mind blowing to see kind of where I'm at right now, considering I came from such a long time ago, and I've seen the community evolve over time, especially with the pandemic. The pandemic having like an entire new generation of like content creators at the forefront.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because like before the pandemic, the biggest YouTubers really was like Yellow Swallow, Dark and Checo Gaming. Mahone and Azul were still pretty big at the time, but like where they're at now, Azul and Mahone are like now like the two like
they're the guys now.
They're all they're like at the top also. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're exactly right. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos into, and I started PTCGO because I was watching Shady Penguin, and he found the game, started playing it, and I was like, I played Pokemon cards when I was younger. Cool. There's a game, I want to play it. So I started playing that way. I hopped in during XY Furious Fist. That's when I hopped in, and it was fun. I had fun, and I was like, people do this do videos on this all the time. So I found Yellow Swallow. I found Donald, Dark Intro Gaming, and down the line a few years later, I was back and forth playing here and there. Took some time off not playing it, and I stumbled across Mahone. So I watched Mahone. I stumbled across Azul through Mahone. I was like, oh, okay. And I stumbled across you through Azul. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, these guys are all fun to watch. And then somehow I stumbled from Azul. I got to Twitch, and from Donald I got to Twitch, and just it's all grown and evolved. You're exactly right. And then you have content creators who are up and coming, like my gentleman here, Steuben, and you have other people who are who kind of hit a plateau, if you will, and kind of just stopped, faded away, just left, or just maybe not faded away, but just left. And I think your growth and your stability is big right now. We need that kind of stuff. We need that. We need people like you, LD.
Yeah. Like I feel like, and that's the thing. Like when I think back to like the kind of the evolution of the community, it's like a lot of the biggest channels of the time they go away. Like Top Cut, Puka was like the first like big TCGO YouTuber, and obviously
he had a good reason.
Yeah, and like Jay Witz was huge, and then he transitioned.
I forgot about. Yeah, he did start on Pokemon cards.
Jay Witz is what got me into Pokemon,
and like
and then you had like
his other videos, and I still like the other content that he does. Like I love all those videos. I like when he uploads, and I was also stoked on the Puka topic. I was stoked to see him like come back and cast again in Vancouver. And like I had no interest in watching Vancouver at all, but as soon as I saw that like Puka was in, I was like, all right, streams on in the background, I'm in.
Yep. Yeah, like it's like a lot of the big channels, like a Blue Golf Ball, Mike PTCGO, they were some of the biggest names at the time. They stopped uploading. I'm still buddied with Mike actually, but like he's like, he still plays, but he doesn't post content. He was one of the largest channels at the time. He was one of the first people to get a demo account. And then like you had, Yellow Swallow and Dark Integral Gaming kind of got big around 2015, 2016, 2017 when they dominated, and they're gone now. They disappeared at the start of the pandemic, and now we're in this new generation of creators. So like it seems like the biggest channels fade away or whatever, and it probably because PTCGO stability is not very good.
I think they don't fade away. They kind of they leave on their own terms, don't they? A lot of them just like, hey,
it's debatable. Like Puka left because he worked for Pokemon, but like all these other channels, like Abu Golf Ball, Yellow Swallow, and Darnold just like vanished. They didn't even say they were going. They just like whoop,
just
disappeared.
One day just stopped uploading. And I mean, like those guys were like. When Pokemon Go blew up and then cards started selling more with like XY evolutions and stuff like that.
I remember that.
Those are the first people they saw.
Yellow Swallow
when they typed Pokemon and cards into YouTube. Because like you didn't have the big pack openers like Leonhardt and stuff yet either. Then like there were people that were always opening packs and doing breaks. Like Darium's
Pokemon. I think was the best.
Darium's and Primetime Pokemon, and then Pokemon Evolutionaries.
Those were the three main channels.
Those were the channels you saw for like openings and unboxings, and then like now it's so different with like because there's so much like variety when it comes to like the trading card game. Whether you're a collector, investor, a hobbyist, a player, a competitive player, a rogue deck creator, like podcasts. I mean, like there's just so much more now. Compared to what there was even just 3 years ago.
It is.
That's true. It's crazy. The pandemic, I think, just blew a door open. I think one of the big things, too, is, like, there's more competitive content creators now, I think, than there's ever been. And I think, honestly, part of that is, like, the kind of rise of the online tournament Limitless era.
Yeah. I think Limitless really did a lot for the growth of the game in general. And, like, now look 100%. At, like, look at regionals, blowout attendance numbers. You got to Hunger Games your way into the events.
Literally,
really.
Like
refresh. Okay, refresh now. Refresh. Yeah.
May the odds be ever in your favor getting into NAIC. Like it's nuts, and I hope next year with the growth of the competitive play, and it's still growing every day, that TPCI puts more effort and thought into opening it up more.
Yeah, I think there's potential. I mean, I don't know if the potential is going to be reached with TCG Live, but I
No.
think that there's definitely, maybe we're just kind of waiting for someone to kind of get into the game. I know, like, we haven't really had like a super big celebrity like play the Pokemon card game competitively. I know there's Chum Lee was like, I think the biggest one who like kind of played the game. But
yeah,
like,
I think
they're
they're more like collector con and stuff like that.
I was gonna say we have some celebrities who open packs, collect.
Logan
but,
Paul,
playing
yeah.
the game, playing the game, though we haven't had that yet.
Yeah, then that's I think maybe we're just waiting for that. Like, you never know. Like, maybe we're just waiting for someone to like actually play the game. I know Post Malone plays Magic. Maybe he'll get into Pokemon one day and then reach out to like me or Mahone or something and be like, "Yo, like, this is the thing." I've thought about that before. Like, I think we're due for that eventually. I think there will be, like, I don't know if it has to be a big YouTuber like Logan Paul or like an actual like flat out celebrity like Post Malone or something. But I mean, if the Pokemon card game is so famous, there's no chance that doesn't happen.
Yeah, they had Post Malone do Pokemon Day, like those music videos or whatever too.
And he's got his own Pokemon card. Like, there's no chance. Like, it's
so he's gotta be semi-interested. It's gotta be semi-interested. So
I mean, here's the thing. I've seen people comment, like bigger channels, like comment on me and like other YouTubers' videos. Like, I got a comment today from a channel that posts like, I guess like you can call it like memes of like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. He has like 300,000 subscribers. Pretty decently sized channel, and he commented on my video like just casually, and I'm like, what the heck, this guy's channel's huge. And I've seen like big Pokemon Go YouTubers comment on my videos before. It's like there's people out there that are interested. It's just a matter of time.
Like, could you imagine like if one of us could get like Nick from Trainer Tips to like, hey, let's do a TCG video together,
or even like Leon Hart or something. Like,
you know what, Gazer, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna reach out to Nick from Trainer Tips and see if we can get him on the Gust win.
Let's do it.
Well, I think that's a good idea, because I know I forget who it was. I think it was Jake and Gyroshan. I think they got Real Breaking Nate on their pod.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's a huge.
Oh, that's nice.
He's one of the biggest channels for pack opening. Yeah.
Gyroshan's really cool, but anymore, I feel like, and I no, nothing here like that's like shade or whatever, because I also like Digimon. Most of his content is now all Digimon. So like, I feel like he's torn between a rock and a hard place there. like the Digimon card game, it's fun. I hate the community. I hate our local players that at the store that I work at.
Don't you have to run a tournament for this weekend?
Every Sunday, I'm mostly running a Digimon tournament. Like, not.
So you walk in, you're shaking your head.
I don't hate everybody, but like.
So when you walk in, you're like, oh god.
A few of them really do like get under my skin and really like. I'm gonna swear, they really piss me off.
Here goes Tim again. Dang it, Tim.
But yeah, it's cool that like people are gonna be able to like reach out. Like, I know there's like huge pack openers too that would be even cool to like get them actually playing. Like, everybody craps on Leonhardt for what all the stuff they do, but at the same time it would actually be really good if he did even remotely like a learn to play the TCG video. That would spark so many people.
Yeah. The biggest people that I know who've played PTCGO, or at least the competitive card game, the two biggest channels were a Boogie2988 posted a few TCGO videos.
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. And Dan TDM used to be a Pokemon YouTuber before Minecraft blew up. He used to play the game competitively. Yeah. Dan TDM was before he kind of exploded and became one of the largest channels. He played the Pokemon card game at a competitive level, and I used to watch his videos all the time back in the day. He used to play during like the black and white era and stuff. And he was technically the biggest channel, even though he kind of blew up after, but he kind of still counts. Yeah. He's literally like the biggest Minecraft channel.
I mean, that's still pretty big. That's a lot of subs. Can you imagine if you ever just decided like, all right, cool, today we're gonna do Pokemon. Like one video from one of those big creators would probably spark at least 20% of their audience to like get interested and go from there. And
they're gonna type in Pokemon cards
20%
online, and then
20% of a million people is still 200,000 people. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
and we
and it
need
doesn't-
that growth. We need that growth, in my opinion. PTCGO has been such a small game for like so long now, and like the growth is like there's not a very high ceiling. The most sub channel, Mahone, you know, he's got what 86K, I think. And like you just kind of look down the list of the other YouTubers. You got like me, Azul, Zapdos, TCG. We were like in that 30K range of subscribers, and like you know, it's not a lot of subs compared to like other games where people have hundreds of thousands of subs.
No.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys feel like the growth starts with inside the Pokemon community itself? 'Cause, I mean,
Mhm.
I remember maybe a year ago, there was that crossover between Pokemon TCG streamers helping out Pokemon Sword and Shield, you know, VGC players, and vice
Yeah.
versa.
I remember that.
And I
Yes,
think
I remember
I feel
that.
like I feel like that was a good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it hasn't happened for over a year. So I mean, you feel like that could be a step.
Yeah, they had Wolfie in there too, and Wolfie's
Yeah.
like huge. Yeah, Wolfie's like a huge player. Yeah, like they did that, and then you know, kind of went away. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
I thought that could.
Mhm.
I think that should be like a yearly event. I think that could
For sure.
help with some of the crossover appeal. Just, you know, with Pokemon in general, then you branch out, you know, maybe Pokemon Go, and then maybe,
Yeah.
you know, just Pokemon in general. And then from there, you know, we might have some type of other big time.
Magic,
I know
Magic X
YouTuber.
Pokemon, like
Yeah,
what,
actually, That'd be cool.
yo, Channel Fireball, like, hey, you guys have Pokemon content, you have Magic content. Why not get your creators mixed together? You
Dude,
can
perfect
speak
idea.
into the mic a little bit clearer, a little bit louder, so they can hear you.
Oh my god, no, that's fine. But still, like that.
I want
Even
to know,
Yu-Gi-Oh, like yeah, like
That'd be good. That would be good for one, not only for their business and their article sales that they do. They sell product that would
Mhm.
even just like okay, cool. Tom, who plays Magic, one time decides to buy a trainer's toolkit and a league battle deck. Cool,
Mhm.
that's money that they weren't going to make in the first place. Like
exactly.
and on a business side, like that's genius too.
It
Yeah.
is, and
Yeah.
I think it's good for the growth of the game. And I think, I mean, you know this Gazer because I know he rated you one time. I know Purple Cliff, like he doesn't play PCGO anymore, but he's like he went from PTCGO and then stopped playing because PCGO, you know,
Yep.
now he doesn't get, you know, and then he started making TikToks and playing like you know the Nuzlocke and stuff, and
Yep.
just he exploded in
Just blew-
popularity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When I first started watching Purple Cliff, he was still playing a little PTCGO,
Mhm.
and he had maybe 60, 70 people watching him on Twitch.
Yeah.
I popped in there, I said a few things. You know, his chat was small enough I could actually say stuff and, you know, be seen and talk to him. We had a little conversation.
Mhm.
And then, like you say, he started doing TikToks and started doing more Nuzlocks and more, you know, playthroughs and Let's Plays and stuff like that. And he went from that 100 people to 200, 500, 1K, 1.4, 2K. I'm like, oh my gosh. And he eventually left Twitch and went on to YouTube, you know, started streaming there just, you know, for the solidarity, just putting it all together, you know, one
Mhm.
spot. But, yeah, I guess, do you think it's ever possible for a TCG player to get success like that, be that big? Can that ever happen?
Nope,
No.
not at the moment. I mean, you got
I don't think so.
Mahone, he's the biggest channel. He's the biggest channel, but you know, Mahone isn't. You know, he doesn't get the Purple Cliff numbers. Like
No.
he's growing really fast. Mahone's like he's gonna come at probably hit 100K by the end of the year.
I think
His Twitch just got 30K.
yeah, yep, you just tweeted that
He
out.
he had more viewers than Vancouver Regionals had the other day for his main event.
Yeah, until
He
like the
was-
finals or
It
whatever.
was, yeah, it was
Yeah.
up and down, back
Yeah,
and forth. I
yeah.
noticed that. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd go and then they go in, and yeah.
Yeah, I think at a point like no, he had like way more like viewers than Pokemon. Like I think the GLC didn't do as well compared to the main event, but yeah, Mahone's
didn't.
main event like
It didn't.
outviewed Vancouver Regionals,
Yeah.
which is insane.
And
And
I
yeah,
mean,
like
I definitely think that like part of the format freshness too, like is a
For
big
sure.
part of that, and people
Yeah.
are like checked out. Like if you weren't
Uh-huh.
going to Vancouver or Bremen, like you're like I don't really care.
exactly. It was like, yeah, who wants to watch Arc Intel versus Mew? You know what I'm saying? And like,
yeah, when we could watch Arc
When is this-
Intel versus Palkia.
When there's
Yeah,
new sets out,
exactly.
new cards, yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
and I mean, Mahone's production quality is really high.
Yes.
Like he
Yeah.
puts a lot of effort into stuff, and I think that also kind of feeds into that. And I know Mahone has said before he's trying to push more players into the game. He posts more like tabletop content. Like he's trying to expand to kind of push the agenda forward. And I know like Frosted Caribou does play the game too, right? She
Yeah.
plays Pokemon
Yeah.
all the time
Yep.
still. And she's not really a PTCGO YouTuber. She makes videos sometimes, but she's more of an IRL type of person. But she's getting into the game, and that's another like big example. And I know Frosted Caribou could be a good example of blowing up, I guess, during the game. But again, her more IRL content is maybe what got her, obviously to where she's at, where she's like 100K now.
yeah.
I don't think we're going to see that anytime with PTCGO. Like, I mean, you got the biggest channel of all time, I think maybe was Yellow Swallow. He had like 130K subs. I think he came from VGC content, so I don't think he got 100K just off of TCGO. he definitely got at least like 50, 60K off of it. Donald had like 70K before he left, you know, and it seems like, I mean, you got PTCG Radio, but like he's not, you know, I wouldn't consider him, you know, a PTCGO YouTuber.
No.
He's a Pokemon card. He's, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, Frost Caribou. She's like kind of a split of the both.
Yeah. At the current moment, Dark Integral has 68.1K thousand. So like,
he's lost subs because he's been inactive. He quit. He had 72K, I think. He was the biggest channel at the time.
And Boo's got 100K in the dot. So like, could you imagine if she did more PTCGO or PTCGL content? Like, again,
it would help a lot.
Like you said, it's just a fraction, just 10% of those people.
10%
typed in.
That's
oh wow, this is fun.
PTCGO
videos online, and then boom.
Yeah. Her PTCGO videos do way better than like anybody else's, almost like even more than Mahone's videos. So like she has like that reach, right? And I guess we'll have to see where that goes.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, even like with my channel, like I think about that all the time, like kind of like how big can I get? Like I'm at what, 27.8K. I'm close to, you know, 28K. I'm close to 30,000 subs. I might be able to hit 30K. I think I can hit 30K maybe by the end of July if I'm lucky.
Yeah, I was thinking by the summer.
Yep, I was thinking that too. And I think like, you know, 30K is a big number, but it's like you compare it to like the other games, it's like it's not, you know. Maybe by the end of the year I can hit 40K, maybe 50K if I go hard enough.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Digimon dudes are also killing it, too, because it's all webcam or tabletop based. It's insane. Like, I've watched Mario's Gaming World. He rated us on a Tabletop Tuesday last year.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that.
And now he averages over 100 viewers on Twitch, and he's a partner already. Like, within a span of, like, a couple months, he went from, 20, 30 people, started hosting a Digimon tournament at Limitless, and, like, now he's getting there. His YouTube channel's getting pretty big, too. Like,
so what you're saying is, if I play Digimon tabletop, I can blow up and become a big boy.
There you go.
And I mean, Digimon's a little bit different, like competitively too, than Pokemon. Like, I'd love to see what you would do with Digimon LDF, because like the game is so open for deck building that like you could probably come up with something cracked.
Yeah,
could happen. I know, like. Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Would you ever dabble in that LDF, like a quick little crossover? I think that might help. That could be something. Could be something there, right?
I'd be down, yeah, if it could help grow both games for sure. 100%. I'd be down to do like a Digimon or even like a Yu-Gi-Oh collab or something, Magic collab, whatever card game, for sure. Because definitely, I think there's a lot of room for opportunity for the Pokemon TCG community to kind of grow and become bigger than it already is.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Just kind of looking at the numbers of like your most like subscribed creators in the community. It's like compared to other games, we don't have that same thing. Mahone has a huge gap between almost every other content creator. A lot of the other big ones are kind of in that 30K range and 20K range, and then you got Mahone sitting here with 80,000 subs. It's like there's a huge gap between the creators, and there's obviously there's a lot of room for improvement and for like growth and stuff. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. It's a weird place. Like I feel like I don't want to say TPCI doesn't care, because they do, and they've gotten better. They've gotten better this year. Like they've been reaching out to even small creators. Like I got lucky and I got codes of Astral Radiance. Like I never saw that coming ever, honestly. And who knows what will happen next? And
aren't you giving away those codes this week?
Yeah. Picking a winner on a Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember off the top of my head.
When is this podcast going to be out?
Tomorrow. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, you have like about 24 hours to go find that video. I'll put a link in the iCard.
Hey, let's go.
It is good that TPCI has been like kind of working with the content creators now. That's something that never really was a thing. I mean, you had like a few people, like I know Mahone and Chip got product before, like they kind of started giving it to like mostly everyone in the community, like the big creators. And I'm glad they're doing that now. It's a good thing to do. I feel like it's good for the growth of the game. It's good for, promoting the product and stuff, Well,
I mean, LD, you've gotten products sent to you before. What was the first box that TPCI sent to you?
It was Battle Styles.
Battle Styles, okay.
Yeah, Battle Styles. And I got the big Celebrations box too. I didn't get the plaque, but I got the Celebrations box. There's some people got like a plaque of like every all the legacy cards and Celebrations on like a plaque or something. I never got that, but I did get the massive box, which is I still use to this day as like a footrest. And I think if TPCI keeps working with the content creators, it's a good thing. And I think, and that's the thing too. Like one thing I kind of don't like about the community is like but one thing that kind of sucks is like because our game is so small, it's hard to get like partnered on Twitch and stuff. as a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
That's like when I was
what Sue and I
working.
noticed. No, go ahead, LD. My bad.
No, you can go. You can go.
I was going to say just what Sue and I noticed that getting affiliated on Twitch is easy playing Pokemon.
Oh, because the community,
you can find,
the community
is so small and tight.
Yeah.
You'll find 5 people like, I want to watch some Pokemon. Oh, who's this guy? I'll watch him for an hour or two, and for a stream. And you get 5 people doing that. You can affiliate it, no problem.
You hang out in whatever stream, and they're like, oh hey, blah blah blah. Oh, hey everybody, they stream now. Here's a shout out. Go follow them. Oh, let's raid them. And then like one raid from like Gazer or me or Sunny or Amy or you, and they're an affiliate like overnight. Like it doesn't matter. So it's crazy because like a few of us will sit between 40 to 60 viewers, and a few people get maybe closer to 100 120 on average for PTCGO. But honestly, it feels like again Mahone and now Azul are like way out in front still in that regard.
Yeah, they are. I think Mahone, Azul are the 2 main, like, obviously streamers, and then you got like me, Amy, and I think like Omnipoke are kind of like the mid tier, kind of like below
Whenever
them.
Cilios decides to get on, Cilios too.
Cilio,
Luke doesn't do it as often.
For a moment, it was Henry Brand. He was catching up with you guys, and he's like, "Nah, I'm cool." He just stopped.
I think Grant Manley's starting to grow a little.
He's
bit.
catching up. You're right. He is starting. He's getting some steam.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and then you got like kind of like the mid tier ones. You got you, obviously Gazer. You got Steuben. You got Lindsay and stuff. And I think like. As a community, obviously, I'm trying to. I always rate everybody because I'm like, I want the community to grow, and I know how hard it is to grow on Twitch on like PCGO. It took me less than a year to get partnered, obviously, because I had my YouTube to back me up. But it's like it was still kind of a pain to stream sometimes, and like it was when I stream and I get like 65, 70 viewers, and it's like that's not gonna get me partnered because you got other people streaming that are getting like 400 viewers average, and it's like it's kind of hard. And I think that's honestly, it's not obviously Mahone or Azul's fault that they have
definitely not
that they take a lot of the viewers. That's not their fault. It's better for them, but
that's just how Twitch works. That's how Twitch works. Once you're at the top, you're at the top, and like it's a trickle down sort of system, and Twitch does nothing to promote you. You have to promote yourself on Twitch.
Yes. Yes.
And it doesn't help that PCGO is such a tiny game. If Fortnite wouldn't be hard because like obviously millions of people stream that, but like PCGO, because it's such a small game and the viewer average is never high to begin with, it just makes it harder.
It's so niche. It's such a niche game and such a niche community. You're exactly right. I just want to make a quick statement though. LDF, one of your first streams, I think maybe your second or third stream, I rated you like 100 and something people. I just want to say that.
I remember that.
I got a raid from Azul and I rated into you. I said, hey, LDF is streaming. He just started streaming. Let's raid him. So I feel like I helped you on your journey to become a partner. So you can thank me for that. Like later on. It's cool. It's okay. Yeah. I just want to bring that up real quick.
Yeah, because I really went hard for partner at like the end of the summer last year. That was when I really like started working for it. I think I got partner by the end of September. I think it took me 3 attempts, but like it was brutal. Like it, and I calculated that too. I was very precise with every stream to make sure I actually got partnered, because it's like not a lot of PTCGO streamers were partnered. I mean, you had like Azul, Mahone, Yellow Swallow, Donald, Amy got partnered, Pedro got partnered pretty quickly. It's like, but like there's not that many, and me and Celio got partnered around the same time. Trainer Chip somehow didn't get partnered. Trainer Chip was so big, like he was huge last year on Twitch, and he didn't get partnered.
There was a linchpin in that for him. The Raid Shadow Legend stream ended it for him.
You think?
I think so. Yeah,
could be.
Yeah, I think so. Because I remember we were like, wait, what's he doing with Raid Shadow Legends? And then like he had 10 viewers, and it probably like just cut that stream off real hard.
Could have. Yeah.
Well, there was one time when he first was gaining towards steam towards getting partnered. SpongeBob Rehydrated released, and he played that for like a week, and he dipped from like 80 people to like 20 people, and I think that hurt him his first time. And then the next couple times, I'm not sure what happened. It just didn't work for him. And he's kind of moved on past Twitch, and I'm happy that he's casting a lot more. And he's a great caster. He's an excellent caster
for sure.
How do you feel about the longevity of Twitch?
I think there's potential. I mean, I know Twitch gets in like turmoil a lot, and there's a lot of controversy with Twitch. Like every week, it feels like there's like a new like story in the news about like how Twitch like screwed up or whatever. But like, I still feel like Twitch is the premier platform to stream on. Like YouTube is pretty good. I streamed on YouTube for a pretty long time before I moved over to Twitch. And one of the things I do like about Twitch is kind of like the challenges you set for yourself. I also feel like Twitch, there's more money to be made, and that's just kind of like you kind of need that within PTCGO. If you have multiple branches to make money, that helps you be a full-time content creator. Like, you can't be a full-time content creator just making videos on YouTube. You got to have, branches, different things. You got to have sponsorships. You got to have maybe like a Patreon. I know coaching is huge right now. I don't want to get any details, but I know like a few people that I've spoken to, like they make bank off of coaching right now. Even in Pokemon, not just like Magic, like in Pokemon, they make pretty good money in coaching. And I know like Twitch is another like big one where it's like you can make a lot of money on Twitch potentially, and then there's just another kind of branch to make revenue out of. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's growth for sure. Twitch is a big player in the Pokemon TCG community. There's been a lot of things that kind of happened because Twitch existed within PTCGO. So I still prefer Twitch over like YouTube. I still think Twitch has a lot of potential to grow, and I still think it's kind of the premier platform for streaming.
You're the first one it's kind of felt that way, because have you seen the rumors of what they're going to do to the partner program for Twitch?
No, I haven't.
So
that might change my opinion.
It's still currently alleged, but more documents keep allegedly showing up. The partner program is going to go down to a 50-50 split overall, and your exclusivity will no longer be a part of it.
So that means you can stream on other platforms if you choose
you can
to.
stream on other platforms or multi-stream or whatever, and it allegedly financial for the first quarter. They're hemorrhaging money through Amazon. Like they're like literally bleeding money on Twitch because the revenue splits. And a few other like all the big like like not Pokemon but like
Fortnite, like Ninja and like
they're all like, all right, YouTube, see ya, I'm going to YouTube, or they're making these deals with other platforms and leaving, and like my gut.
Facebook gaming?
No. I hear people make good money on Facebook gaming somehow.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard Facebook pays really well. I've heard that too. I know a few people went to Facebook. Facebook sucks for streaming. It's a horrible website in my opinion. I don't use Facebook anymore. It's a trash website. But like, dude, like apparently Facebook, I mean, they're such a big company. Apparently they pay their streamers really well. Even though these streamers probably can get like not even 1,000 viewers, even if you're a big name in the community, they still give you a bag. That's what happened with Mixer too. I know you guys know about like Ninja and Shroud got like $9 million on Mixer or something crazy like that.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere they just pulled the plug.
Yep, went back to Twitch, probably made more money.
And I feel like with like if they announce this stuff with Twitch, that like if it's 100% true, then like I don't know. I feel bad for the platform if it happens, because everybody's just gonna leave. And like, because they're not shutting it off and telling you, hey, you don't have to be here anymore. Is that like a subtle way of saying the door's open, we're gonna close it eventually, you better put your foot out there?
That could be it.
It's weird. It's definitely a weird place for sure. And
I
hope it's not true, but if it is, I mean, that'll end up even down the line with the smaller communities like ours, it'll eventually hurt us.
100%. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love YouTube. I never really like YouTube streaming. Honestly, isn't that hard to do. It's pretty easy.
I've seen you stream on YouTube a couple times. I popped in a couple of your streams.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. And like, when I stream on YouTube, I got at the time I was getting like 100+ average viewers because it was different platforms.
There's your YouTube. That's where you came from. So yeah,
and that's like I think the main drawing point to doing YouTube streaming is you can kind of sponge the viewers from your channel. You don't have to like compete with Mahone or Azul, try to like kind of compete with the bigger streamers in PCG on Twitch, because you got YouTube to back you up. And I mean, one of the reasons I did go to Twitch mainly because one, I kind of wanted to challenge myself, try something different. And also, people tell me to go to Twitch, and also I felt like you probably got better money. And one thing that I kind of noticed with YouTube, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard from the grapevine, YouTube streams can like kind of hurt your channel and the algorithm apparently, and same with YouTube Shorts. That's why I don't post that, because apparently like it can hurt your channel and the algorithm. That's what I heard anyways.
Oh man, I've been killing it with Shorts recently.
Yeah,
compared to my normal videos, the Shorts are like 5, 10, 15, 20 times the amount of views, and like they don't count for watch time or whatever.
Was it a Reggie Ice?
I pulled a Reg Ice and it got like 2,000 views. Compared to like short. Compared to a normal video where I maybe top like 200 after a week. So
I don't know. I just heard that Shorts are like it can be good and bad. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it's because like maybe it depends on what you kind of do your channel. Like I post daily. I don't know if I could post Shorts because I already post daily content. I can't, my video for the day isn't going to be a short video.
No,
it's got to be like a full length video, so maybe that kind of plays a role. But yeah, at the time when I was doing YouTube, I heard that it's bad for the algorithm or whatever. And I was like, I'm just going to move over to Twitch. and play it safe. And I like Twitch because it's fun to challenge myself, try to do what I can. I'm hopefully going to try to get 10,000 followers on Twitch by the end of the year. Don't know if I can do it. It's possible. I mean, I'm at 6,300 followers right now. I think I can maybe get 10K by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
There's a goal, and that's one thing I like about Twitch. Is it's kind of a new thing to do. It challenges myself. Like obviously YouTube, I challenge myself all the time on YouTube. I'm every day I think like, man, I can't wait to hit 30K subs. I can't wait to hit 40K. I can't wait to hit 50K. But it's like with Twitch, I kind of have another kind of set of goals I can do. So I'm not just bored all the time.
Yeah, and the streaming tools for Twitch are so much nicer too.
Yeah.
All the bots, the channel
Yes.
points, the moderation tools, the customization with the badges and emotes.
Yeah.
Not every YouTube channel has gifted memberships. That just started out recently or whatever. And
Yeah.
that's a whole other process too. And it feels better here for monetization for sure.
One thing I like about Twitch is I get two different ways I get paid. So it's like if I were to stream on YouTube, all the money I make on YouTube would go to my YouTube money stream. But like having the Twitch revenue stream, it's just two sources of income that kind of do different things. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't have to worry about like all the stream money going into my YouTube thing. So I have two different ways I get paid. I just kind of like having that instead of just one big, lump of money from like YouTube type of thing.
Yeah, makes sense. And plus all the sponsorships and endorsements and all that kind of stuff definitely help out too. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's awesome. So you're definitely motivated and you've got your head in the right place. So that's super awesome.
Yeah, I do a lot of like research and like tacticality with like YouTube and stuff. That's like, I'm not like saying that's why I got big, but like with the whole face and thumbnail thing, like I think that's like, I'm not saying thumbnails.
You're right because
this is
MWDC started helping me with my thumbnails and like the videos that have me in the thumbnail have done way better than like, oh, here's a picture of the card and the title or a cheeky name or whatever. And
like I genuinely do not think I can ever go back to not putting my face in my thumbnails. Like I actually feel like I'll just start losing views and I'll stop, doing, the growth will slow down a lot. I think you got to be consistent with it. And I think, I know the thumbnail thing can be cringy, whatever it is, what it is, but it's like the formula works and the face and thumbnail, it's kind of the way to go. Everyone does it. There's a reason why Mr. Beast is so big. Mr. Beast does the thumbnail thing to perfection. I know Mr. Beast like has like a team of people that literally make it so like every video he posts is perfected to feed the YouTube algorithm. And that's kind of the thing with I'm trying to do here. It's like I do a lot of research. I try to know like, okay, what's good, what's bad with YouTube thumbnails? How do I make my video do well with the title, the thumbnail? Like I just really go hard with it because I care about my YouTube channel, right? I want to grow. I'm not making videos. Yeah, like I'm not making videos just to make videos. I'm making videos. Obviously, I want my video to get views. I'm not posting my video just be like, oh, I don't care if it doesn't get any views. Like obviously, I want to get views, and it's like I'm trying to maximize efficiency. And I know a lot of people, they hate on the face and thumbnail thing. They're like, oh man, this is kind of lame. This is dumb. Some people in the community I know for a fact they're pretty salty how big I've gotten because of it. And it's like, not my problem, bro. Like you gotta adapt or die. I don't know. It's just kind of like it is what it is. I'm not throwing shots at anyone. I'm just saying like. I know for a fact there's been a lot of kind of sneak dissing around the community about my channel getting big. It's like, whatever, I'm not going to let that stop me.
LD, this is your career. So you have to do that research to figure out, how can I, achieve better things? How can I advance? How can I become, the best channel I could be? This is your career. So this is how you make your livelihood now. So
I try to.
If you didn't do that, you're doing yourself a disservice. So you have to figure out, what's the best thumbnail? What's the best way to reach the algorithm? How do I get more views? You got to do that. Like Steuben, you said MWDC, and shout out to MWDC, our homie. You said he has revamped all your thumbnails and your views have gone up from there, and that increased your people subscribing to you. It's done so much for you. So you guys are. This is what you have to do if you want to grow. You got to do your research and figure out how to move on from there.
Yeah, ever since I started doing the face and thumbnails, my channel has grown faster than it's ever grown. Before I was doing the face and thumbnails, my channel would gain like I think I was averaging like 5,000 subs a year since 2020, anyways. Because that was when kind of my channel really started to grow. I think I was averaging 5,000 subs in a year, 2020, and then 2021, the growth was the same. And then I did the face and thumbnail thing, and I think I gained over 10,000 subs in 2021 alone. And I'm already on pace to gaining maybe like 14, 13K this year alone. And it's
I think you're the only person who had a good 2020 and 2021. You're the only person that had good 2 years.
You think so? I think Mahone and Azul, I would probably still classify that. It's just like
that's true too.
And the face and thumbnail thing, it's not something that's been like, it's not an old trick on YouTube. Yellow Swallow and Donald's been doing it for a long time.
Oh, Donald. Remember Donald's the thumbs up and the
Yeah.
He was kind of the OG with that. I know for a fact the Sableye is the one that really like got that going. I got to give a lot of credit to Mitch, man. Like without Mitch doing that,
I like Mitch's confused face. Like what?
Yeah.
I like
Mitch is the one that kind of like really got it popping. I think with this whole idea, and then it's just like, okay, well, he figured out the formula, I guess.
It's so odd that the Sableyes, do so well on YouTube, and when they stream on Twitch, when they streamed on Twitch, he stopped. When he was on Twitch, it was a struggle for him. It's such the dynamic is so weird. Why is that, stupid? I don't understand that part, man. Why?
It's because Twitch doesn't promote you the same ways as YouTube does with their algorithm. It's also how much effort you put into promoting yourself on Twitch.
That's true.
Like you can see people who will keep an average of one viewer, but you don't see them out there tweeting and interacting and making friends and becoming a part of the community overall. We've seen people who top 8 a regional and make content, but they still sit at average one viewer, and it's like you have to be engaged in that content, and you have to want to put like effort into it beyond just hitting go live. And a lot of people on Twitch specifically just hit go live and think it all happens from there, but it really doesn't. Like you can get dumb lucky. You can get dumb lucky. Look at the girl who got shit on by that computer company, Artisan Builds.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Her Twitch channel is huge now, man. What is huge.
Tell me the story.
Okay, there's a computer company that, called Artisan Builds that started, I don't know how many years ago. They were promoting, their product, and it was like a custom build-to-order PC company, and they would sponsor streamers. And this one girl, like, she had a little bit of a following, decent average. I don't remember what it was for sure. And then during one of their live streams, she went in there and said something, and they're like, "Oh, well, you don't have blah blah blah, and your RPM and your blah 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 isn't good enough, so we're gonna go ahead and take it away from you." And that went viral to where that company no longer exists anymore. And this girl's streams, she became a partner within a week after that, dude.
Oh,
like she went from an average of like 20 to 30, maybe 50 viewers to like an average of 1,200 within a week. And still continuing to grow.
1,200?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is I should like piss off Dell or Gateway or somebody like that, Ryzen, and
they'll be like, Gazer, you're not big enough. We're not giving you, even though you want it fair and square, we're not giving it to you. And then boom, you'll have the community backing you up, and you'll be good.
Yeah. See, we're for those that listen on Spotify or watch on YouTube, we do this live on Twitch. And the chat is letting us know right now that she was chosen to win a giveaway, and then it was told because she didn't have enough followers, so it looked bad for their company that they don't do the giveaways for free. So, the company definitely threw some shade at her content, basically, and then now they're out of business, and now she's a massive Twitch channel.
Okay, I got a scam brewing in my head. I'll DM you guys later. I got a scam going on here. I got a good idea.
Of course. Typical gamer scam.
We're gonna start a Stupid PC Incorporated. I got an idea.
Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. There's a reason why I have an LLC. So,
but no,
anything goes wrong, I'm not at fault. Stupid LLC
it wasn't me. Now
Stupid LLC can go under, but not Steven Redacted. Like, it's fine.
Not me. It's this guy. This Steuben guy. I'm Steven. Steuben. I don't. What?
Well, that's an internet persona. That's a character.
But no, LD man. I want to ask. I know you didn't stream this week. This past weekend.
Yeah.
I know you put out a video every day because Astral Radiance just dropped. I'm going to talk about that pretty soon.
Yeah.
But did you watch any of the regionals or anything? Because there's like three or four big tournaments going on this weekend.
Yeah,
did you watch any of them?
I was in and out of my home stream and the Vancouver stream.
Right.
Because I know there's a few people on the Shuffle Squad that were at Vancouver, like Zach and Calvin, I think, were on. So I was kind of tuning in to that. I was busy this weekend too. I went out every night, but I was able to catch most of the Vancouver stream and stuff. That's why I didn't stream. It's just too many people streaming at once.
Yeah, that's smart too. Because like again, with Twitch specifically, that just dilutes your viewer count. Like I technically should have streamed that tournament that I played in on Saturday because I always stream the tournaments at the shop. But I
You
knew
would have had what?
I
10
knew
viewers?
all that would I would have had maybe 10 viewers, and that would have hurt anything whatsoever in the long run.
Yeah.
So it's just, is it worth it sometimes? No, it's not always worth it.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna do a late night stream, but I couldn't. I was stuck out of town. I was in Sacramento. My stepdaughter had a basketball tournament, and I said, "Hey, I'll stream late night. I'll open up some packs, from the hotel. I brought my PC, brought my camera, ring light, and all that stuff. I've done it before. I've done it in a hospital one time. I've done it in hotels in Vegas and all stuff like. So I was like, I could do it. Just I'm not using a whole lot of power on a PC. It's just a camera, opening packs. That hotel Wi-Fi was so weak. It was a slideshow when I was trying to stream, so I couldn't even do it. So if I tried to do it during the day, though, definitely would have been a mess. It's kind of like Subin, I told you about Bloody Thursday before, right?
kind of, but now it's what, Bloody Tuesday or whatever.
Bloody Tuesday now. Yeah, basically LDF. What that is and it shouldn't affect you. You'll be fine. But for smaller people like me and poor little Steuben and poor little, let's say, Sonny or anyone else, our boy Jimmy or Texas Brown, the smaller guy, the little pipsqueaks like us. When a new set drops, what happens when a new set drops? Everyone hops back on PTCGL. So you have Mahone, Azul, Punka Amy, yourself, Cilios. Luke comes out of nowhere like, hey, I'm back, guys. All the big content creators hop on, and if we try to stream, we'll have 5 people.
And that's the best time to stream too. That's the best time to stream too. Yeah, I day one Astral Radiance, I was actually considering not streaming because I'm like, oh my god, you got Mahone, Azul, everyone's streaming, everyone's streaming. But like, I'm at a point now where if I go live when someone else is streaming, I can usually still get a pretty solid average viewer base, and if I get rated by them, all the better.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I felt the same way. Yeah, I felt the same way when grinding for partner and stuff. I'm like, dude, there's no chance. My best stream I've ever had though was the PTCG live day 1 stream. I had 729 peak viewers or something like that. I
remember that. Yeah.
I was honestly, bro, no cap. I was hoping that like, they weren't gonna let anybody else out of Canada not go in. Like, I was hoping no Mahone, no Azul, and I'm like, dude, I can pull probably 2,000 viewers. I was so friggin' hyped. And I'm like, I'll still take 700 viewers. My viewer average was good.
And then everybody's like, hey, NordVPN, can you set me up to Canada, please?
Yeah.
And then they all,
I'm in Canada now.
Yeah. I was really hoping that like that was gonna be like, dude, that could have popped. I was really hoping to get like 2,000 viewers or something like that if nobody else could get in. But 700 viewers, I'll still take it. And it's like that was like kind of like the peak moment of like, I guess like my Twitch career, I guess. Even though I'm not going to say anything, but like I did screw up on the stream. I accidentally leaked something that is kind of personal, so I had to delete the VOD. So I think that if I kept the VOD up and I didn't accidentally leak my some info, I probably would have been like the stream would have like done like probably had like 6,000, 7,000 views at like in total. Like, you know how like after you stream the views, it says how much views the stream got. Could have gotten that, but I screwed up on stream and accidentally leaked personal information, so I had to delete the stream and restream.
With VODs too, it's so weird because like it shows these like view counts, but like
I don't get VODs.
It doesn't mean anything though after the fact.
I know.
Like,
like
it counts for channel views, but that metric got deleted anyways on Twitch. So
and they like reset it or something too. Yeah,
so it doesn't make
any
sense.
VODs.
Yeah. And then like with if you stream it on YouTube, it's instantly there forever as its own clickable, searchable, findable video.
Yeah,
and I feel like Twitch needs something like that.
I don't know if VODs. I don't know if watching the VOD afterwards will get you money. Like, I know with YouTube, it does get you money because the video is kind of up there for people to watch.
Yeah.
That makes sense. This video, if you click on it, you can watch it.
Yeah.
Twitch is not. Is it? There's nothing comes from VODs, right?
Yeah.
No, VODs, I mean, technically, if somebody really wants to from watching a VOD, they can still go into the chat and like drop bits or sub or gift subs or whatever. But it just
I've had people go back and say they watched my VOD before, which was surprising to me.
Yeah, we have to make sure we always delete the podcast VODs after a few minutes so no one watches it and doesn't go watch it on YouTube or listen on Spotify instead.
Yeah.
It's like that's just way more important for the end of it too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Those links below when this goes to YouTube, right? For Spotify and everything.
Oh yeah, of course. It's always there.
Right.
It's always there. Check us out on everything. We're there. We're on every platform.
Shameless plugs.
Shameless plugs.
Is it a shameless plug if it's your own program?
Yeah.
Is it a shameless plug?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's your own program, right? You're not really plugging yourself, just talking about your program, right? Yeah. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But no, you said you watched Mahone. You said you watched Vancouver. You didn't watch the was it Bremen?
Nah, I didn't watch Bremen. I didn't honestly. I just didn't. I know like Limitless did a good job running it. I heard, but I didn't watch that. I was just like on Vancouver and Mahone. Bremen was old format, right?
They
Brilliant Stars on.
yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
I popped in Bremen. I seen Punk Amy casting, and at one point in time, the opponent conceded, but before he gave up, he put down a Punkaboo, and Punka Amy was so excited about that Punkaboo being placed down, and I was happy. I felt happy for her. I'm like, yay, Amy's Punkaboo. We're just but I watched some of it. I didn't watch the finals, but I watched some of day one because.
Well, I think they streamed earlier because their time zone's different. So I was like either waking up or I was in bed or whatever. Because I don't usually, I get up usually at like 11 a.m.
Must be nice. Now my stepdaughter's tournament started at she had to be there at 7:30, so I was up at like 7. And I was like, oh look, Bremen's on. So I watched some of that, and then throughout the day I'd pop in. I watched most of day one for everything, but because I had a lot of downtime. But day two I missed a lot of championship stuff and everything like that. But I know in Mahomes, Grant Mantley went on and won the standard version of that.
He won GLC too.
Oh, he won GLC too. I know he was in the finals. He won it.
He won both. He won both.
He won with Mew and Control. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he had Control for colors. I knew he was in the finals. I didn't know he won it. Wow.
Yeah, took them both.
It's crazy.
Took them both.
That boy Grant. So next time Grant streams, he's probably gonna have a nice sizable viewership, isn't he?
And I mean, he has. He's been growing already anyway.
He's been growing. He's been growing. It's probably gonna be bigger now, huh?
Yeah.
Probably.
So he took home. How much money did he get? 2,500.
Probably.
And what was
3-4K maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Close to 3 or 4K, huh?
Yeah.
So I think standard was 2,500, and I think GLC was what, 1.5?
Something like that.
1,500.
Yeah. I don't know the specifics. Yeah, that's a really good weekend for him.
Yeah.
He made some money.
Yeah.
Shout out to Grant Mantley.
But Tord almost won Vancouver too.
Yeah, I watched the final. I had to go back and watch it on the VOD. See, a good thing there was a VOD. Yeah, I went back and watched the VOD of Vancouver, and I seen Tord, and
I think he got stacked pretty hard by crushing Hammer.
Yeah, the Hammers were really pivotal. I was watching the finals.
Yeah.
Dude, his opponent that won had everything every time. Like he had the Manaphy, he had the Dunsparce, he had the Hoopa, he had the Sharon's Care, he had the Boss's Orders, and he had it all in the same sequence every turn. So his deck was just consistent and it worked and did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, I felt bad for Tord because Tord. I know I watched the first game they did before the top cut. Tord put up a really good fight. I think he was like one turn off of winning, but he got the guy sacked like 3 hammerheads in a row, and I think he drew boss for game or something crazy like that. Parker I think he just sacked Tord so hard.
Didn't Parker get 9th at Secaucus too?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think he bubbled. I think he bubbled top 8 at Secaucus, and then came back and played the exact same 60 cards and then won. So
the exact same. He's like, you know what? I'm sticking with it. I like it.
And that's.
I'm assuming you said if you played, you would have did the same thing, right? You would have brought back your Inteleon.
Yeah, if I would have been able to go to New Jersey, I would have played the Inteleon deck again, 100%. Yeah, and then I would have played it. I would have probably played it in Vancouver if it wasn't a super expensive.
Now, ODS. I know you want to get more into IRL gameplay. How come you didn't go to Vancouver? I mean, that's like in your backyard, man.
I was about to say that. Yeah. So the reason I didn't go to Vancouver, mainly because Astral Radiance just. I would rather just make content. I can make more money doing that than spending $500 for a weekend in Vancouver to play, and I might not even do well.
Basically, it's like when the stepdad doesn't go to his kid's little league game, he had to work. It's okay.
Yeah, it's basically that. It's like I
gotta work. Sorry.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, at the same time, I don't know. The Brilliant Stars format's so boring to me now. I don't really I had no interest in it anyways. Like I don't really care.
Yeah, and the way your content is it's more focused towards new, different, and exciting. So I get it. Makes sense. I would see no value in going to Vancouver, even though I could have actually went because TCGL released even earlier because I usually release on the Thursday and the Friday, which is when I'd be at Vancouver, so I wouldn't be able to play the new set. Thankfully, it reached Tuesday. I technically could have went if I knew it was coming out on Tuesday. I maybe would have gone. I could have just hung out with Zach and them because Zach lives in Canada too. I've hung out with him a ton of times before. But it's it is what it is.
We didn't find out about PTCGL releasing it early again until Sunday? Yeah. I think I was hearing rumors about it on Sunday. This is the second time this has happened. Why is that? What's going on here?
Probably because of live.
Yeah, live kind of interrupts. I would rather. I mean, I'm fine with it coming out early. It saves me time.
Me too.
From having to kind of do whatever.
I take that back. Because I'm not worried about Bloody Thursday. I stream late night anyway, so I miss all the big boys streaming, fighting that
Bloody Tuesday now.
Yeah, but now it's Bloody Tuesday. But what I miss about this is, and Sue, you know what it is, man. I can't do what about Wednesdays. I miss What About Wednesday so much, man.
They're doing us all a favor by putting it on Tuesdays to stop What About Wednesday from happening.
I had LDF on a What About Wednesday before. What About Wednesdays are fun, man. It's a quick little just roundtable discussion. 3 or 4 people. What we all talk about, what we're excited about. It's fun, Stu. I don't know why you hate it so much.
Probably just because of you.
But no, LD, man, you had to work. You had to take care of Astral Radiance. You had stuff to do.
Yeah. I'm excited for NAIC, though.
Yes, because that's going to be Astral Radiance legal.
Yeah.
Do you have a deck in mind already?
Not yet. I got a few decks in mind. Still kind of experimenting with some stuff, but I'm definitely gonna because I'm hanging out we're all rooming with the Shuffle Squad down there, so we're definitely gonna be putting in the time and the grind to get the right play for the tournament. Because we got Lesage in our team. I know Calvin's pretty good. We got Shumway. Shumway's really good. Yep. We got a lot of good players on our team, so I'm definitely I'm confident that if I can do enough testing with the Shuffle Squad, I'm confident I'll do well. I'm honestly, I don't even care if I don't do well in NAIC. I'm not obviously I do want to do well. It'd be awesome, but I'm not going to be salty if I go 0-2 drop. I know people be like, oh man, I'm disappointed myself. I'm going to drop. The fact is my first tournament, my first regionals, I'm excited just to go and meet people and have fun. Yes. I literally I want to do well, but if I don't do well, I'm not going to care. It's not going to affect me at all. I'm just I'd go for the experience. Personally, that's kind of how it is.
That's what I'm looking forward to next year when I finally start going. Next year when I go, I'm I just want to, even if I just fail, I just want to meet people, want to see people, and just see you guys and just hold you guys. Well, I love you guys, but
I'm gonna meet a ton of people that I talk to all the time online or other content creators that I I've never met before, and it's gonna be awesome. That's to me is more important. That to me is more important than going to try to win a big regionals. It'd be nice to do good, but I'm not gonna lose sleep if I don't do well. I don't really care that much. I prefer to go for the experience.
A few episodes ago, with going to Indy, it was different than any other regional I've gone to before because I wasn't a creator then and I didn't know half these people. I would just go as a player and do my own thing. And this time, I met people, I hung out.
Mm-hmm. You said people actually came up to you, right?
Came up to me,
stupid?
And I signed cards, and it was a completely different experience. And I played okay. I hit some slow new players, but I wasn't.
That's fine.
I wasn't pressuring.
You still sound a little salty about that.
No, I wasn't pressuring myself to all right, cool. I want to win or whatever. I just wanted to have fun, and I did, and I had way more fun sticking it out through the entire 9 rounds than I did in the past, going oh cool, I went 4-3 drop or 2-2 drop or whatever. It's different.
Exactly.
It's super different. So
I'm looking forward to it.
I went to a 2K a while back, and I went to a 2K with Zach Lesage and stuff. And it was cool because it was my first kind of bigger tournament where more people came, and I had people come up to me and say hi, oh, you're LDF. I had a few people take a picture with me and stuff. That's a cool experience, and I'm expecting that's going to be also what's going to be at NAIC, and I'm just excited for that and stuff. I just think that's just awesome.
I went to a 1K about 2 months ago, and I did the same thing. I ran into Liam Kidd, and Liam Kidd did really well in
Vancouver.
In Vancouver, did really well. Yeah, I ran into Liam Kidd in my local 1K. Gabe Smart was there, and another one of my homies, Dr. Tastebad. Yeah. And I took pictures with them, and they're like, we're just guys. I'm maybe you guys think you're just guys, but you guys are the homies. You guys are my friends. I see you guys on Twitch online all the time. Let's come here, get a picture with me.
Yeah.
So I understand that. I understand exactly how that is. So switching gears for a second. Speaking of 1K, there's a 1K going on this weekend. Same shop this weekend on Sunday. Gabe Smart's coming back. I was talking to Gabe about it last week. He said he said he's going to go to this last regional, Vancouver, but he says his mind is almost really just focused on Astral Radiance, what's next, what to add. He said he's so focused on the future almost.
Yeah.
He said he could just grab a deck and just go to Vancouver and just and he did do that. I think he just grabbed the deck, took 10th place. He did pretty well.
He got top 16.
Yeah. And Gabe said that's just wasn't his mindset, was focused on testing. He just wants to try new stuff. So Astral Radiance is legal in this 1K. Gabe Smart's going to be there. I'm sure Liam Kidd will show up too. We're trying to talk Azul into coming down because Azul's about an hour and a half away from us, from where I am. I need your advice. Chat, if anyone can hear me, if anyone on YouTube wants to message me as well, Steuben, LDF, I need all your advice. I literally have no deck to play, and I have, 6 days to figure this out. What the hell do I do?
Play Palkia. There's your answer, play Palkia.
Yeah,
or just play an Arceus deck.
What do you have?
Arceus, just play Arceus with a lightning.
I have none of those cards. What do I do?
Buy them.
Buy it? Well, can you get them in time, though?
Will they be here in time?
And for a good deal.
Does that store have good singles inventory?
They do, but I don't think I think all the Palkia are sold out. I think everything is gone. Arceus is sold out.
Okay. Ask them if you can stream it.
just stream
There
it.
you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, I have my single strike deck.
My single strike is so bad now. Yeah, I mean,
No,
bro,
earlier, I was killing it with single strike. I was doing pretty well in that in my weekly locals.
yeah.
I was like 12-6. It was decent, you know. And then Tempo Sinnoh came out.
Oh yeah,
And
dude.
we did that the last, 2 weeks ago. I played against it. Tempo Sinnoh came out. And I was like, "There's nothing I can do now. It's over.
Yeah.
I can't do anything." So last week I tried a grass deck. Grass didn't work for me. I was thinking about trying a Zoroark box. I don't know what to do, and I don't know what to. I have 2 ETBs. I have a box of Astral Radiance. I'm hoping to pull some stuff I can play out of there. What do I do though?
You better open them right the heck now.
Yeah, get them now. Dude.
Open them now and start hustling trades, because like you got to pick something, man. Like
you got less than a week. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I got less than a week.
I just play Arceus if you have Arceus built IRL. Yeah, if you have Arceus.
I got Arceus V, but no V stars. I got 3 Vs, no V stars.
Get them V stars. Like Arceus is still like, yeah, no, just play Arceus with like Tapu Koko or Flying Pikachu or Surfing Pikachu, whatever. Just beat all the Palkias. That's the way to go. Just play Arceus. Who cares about the new V stars when we can just go turn 2 Starbirth, Boss, Choice Belt, cheese a V, and win the game?
Whatever I need.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta build a lightning deck with Arceus. Like it's just what you gotta do.
Yeah, just do that. I mean, literally, I was messing around the other night in that online tournament. I was just playing Arceus, Coco, Crobat, Sylveon, and I went like 3-0. I probably could have made top 16 if I kept playing, but I had to go out. It's like, again, Arceus, it's the easiest card on the planet to play. You just turn 2 Starbirth, Boss, knock out your opponent's V Pokemon because you won the coin flip. That's how you do it. That's standard right now. You go first with Arceus, you basically win the game if you just go attach, Boss, Choice Belt. Yeah, it's insane.
But can I borrow your deck? If you send it to me, and I'll send it back when I'm done.
No.
Okay. Well, I paid my registration for this tournament. I guess I am down $30 then, and I will not be winning the
$30 entry fee.
Damn.
Yeah. You better get some cards, man. Open those.
Build Mew,
packs.
bro.
Open those
at that
packs.
point, just build Mew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go live today and I'll open them up tonight. LD, if you're streaming tonight, right?
If I'm streaming, I'll hit the raid. I probably won't be too late. I gotta finish watching Stranger Things, so I'll probably be able to hit you with that. I'll probably give you that raid around 10 or 11.
Emily I watched up to episode 5 last night. So we have 2 left, right? There's 7.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Slow down, dude.
I heard it's really good and scary. That's all my.
I mean, the first episode was really good. It held no punches. So I like it. It was really good. I'm excited to see where
spoilers. We have viewers who haven't watched it yet.
I didn't say about anything like that happened. I didn't talk about Mickey Mouse showing up with Donald Duck and
yeah.
This is just like when you ruined Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, that was the best. That was the best thing ever. I was like, you're like messaging me, blowing me up for like something, and I don't remember what it was. And I was just like, I'm at the theater, and you're like, Multiverse of Madness is like, yeah, the end credit scene. Captain or no, Hank, what did I say? Oh no. Superman came through a portal and Sonic the Hedgehog was there and
I was like, dang it, stupid.
Goku
Spoilers.
and like
yeah, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was in there too.
He was in there too.
Got the whole gang. Yeah.
Oh man.
Wild times.
Yeah.
Before we move on, LDF and Super, I want to get your opinion too. What's some of your favorite cards from Astral Radiance right now? It just dropped about a week ago now, so we all had a chance to play with some things. What are your favorite? About a week ago. What are some of your favorite cards right now?
Dialga V-Star.
Dialga.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing all the new cards, for streaming content, and Dialga for me has just been I've had the most fun with that. That Dialga Magnezone deck is so hilarious. It's fun. I did decent with it in the Shuffle Squad tourney too. I almost beat Jake Mershon with it. I literally, if I had when I took my extra turn, if I had a boss, I would have won the game. And I had a few outs to drawing into a Luminion to get boss, any ball search or Luminion, and I would have won. So it's the deck is good if you get Magnezone. That's been my favorite Astral Radiance.
Yeah, Emily wants to build Dialga. We have 1V and a V-Star so far off in paper.
I got 3 V-Stars. That's all I've been pulling.
All I pulled was Darkrai, but I won a box with it. And then I pulled that alternate art Machamp that we'll talk about here in a few minutes.
It was so funny. Subin and I, for the last 4 weeks, said Darkrai's not going to be that great. It's weaker Shadow Rider. It's not going to work out. And then he opens up a box and an ETB on stream?
I opened up just a booster box on stream. I put it on YouTube.
Oh, just a box. Okay.
And I hit 2 Vs and a V-Star. And then I went and I streamed our locals and commentated Thursday night, and I bought an ETB when I left. I opened it up
Yeah.
just on my own. I pulled another V-Star. My boss at work opened the leftover pre-release product like a week before, and he hit 2 V-Stars in a V, and he just gave them to me basically. And then Friday night at League at work, dudes are opening boxes, and I was like, hey, if anybody pulls a Darkrai V, it's worth $3 right now on TCGplayer. I'll buy you a booster pack to replace it, or give you something out of my own personal stash. And dudes hit, and I was like, well, I guess I'm playing this tomorrow at this tournament
As well, and you won a box.
Yeah, I won a box. I was gonna play this.
Wait a minute. So what you're telling me, if I open this booster box I have into 2 ETBs, there's a chance I can build a deck?
Maybe.
Probably.
You might have to scramble and then go to your local game store and see if they have those extra singles. Like, I don't think you're gonna be able to build Palkia, but maybe you can build Dialga or Darkrai.
Yeah,
I got a Palkia V-Star.
If you hit Bling, if you hit full arts or whatever gold or something, you could
sell them off. Yeah,
sell them or trade them for whatever you need.
I'll go open these right now. Subin, you finished the podcast, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, well, we're almost done.
Yeah. Oh, Gazer, I got another Astro box coming in the mail. One of those streams are coming up. Every win I get, I open 2 packs.
Yep, I remember
That's coming up. That's coming up. Hopefully this week I get the box. Because I gotta, before I buy singles for Astral Radiance, I gotta open up this box, see what I get.
Yeah.
So I know what I want to buy.
Always open up.
That was my plan. I want to open up my boxes and packs first, and then figure out, okay, what do I go from here?
Yeah.
But I'm running out of time. I wanted to do it this past weekend, and just nothing was adding up. I was like, I couldn't do it at the hotel, so I'm like, I'm running out of time now. What do I do now?
So you can't get on that now. Do it tonight, and I'll hit you for that raid.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, we've hit everything we want to do other than Stonks. So this is a segment.
What Stonks is?
Yeah,
you want to explain to Subin? Go ahead.
You got it, Gazer. It's fine.
No, you're more prolific, and you enunciate better than I do.
Enunciate?
See? I can't even say enunciate, bro. Enunciate?
Enunciate.
See, that's why you should handle Stonks.
Oh my god. Anyway, so Stonks is a segment where we cover either the ups and downs of financial value or playability of cards coming or going on at the current moment in time. I have quite a weird roller coaster for one, so save me for the end. Gazer, it's all you right now.
Okay, so I've mentioned this before. I'm gonna get some flack for it. You guys might all disagree, but at some point in time, Eternatus is coming back.
No chance.
I feel like Eternatus can make a move. It can come back. It's going to surprise somebody in one of these next regions out of nowhere.
Didn't you already suggest this for Stonks?
About 3 different times, yes. But listen, this time...
And how many times have you been wrong?
270 for 2 is really good right now, though.
That's what I'm saying.
So it might be its time.
270 for 2, you have Dark Patch, okay? Even if they path to the PQ... And I thought about it, Subin, even if they use freaking Collapse Stadium or Avery or anything like that, I put enough Pokemon down, I attach a choice belt, I'm still hitting at least 150 to 180. That's 2-hit knockout. That's going to 2-hit knockout a lot of other Pokemon. Maybe not all the VMAXs, but a lot of other Pokemon around here. It one-shots from you, no problem. It's so thick and chunky that 340 HP is it can absorb a couple hits on its own. I can always retreat. I can always there's so many different options, so many different dark Pokemon now. There's Darkrai for a V-Star ability now. I didn't even think about that.
I'm thinking about that. I have that build. I might try it tonight on stream.
See, there's Darkrai now.
Yeah.
There's you still have Moltres. You have both Moltres, V and the baby.
You could play it with Samurott.
Yeah, Samurott. Yeah. There's Samurott. There's whatever. There's so many options now for Darkrai.
I like Samurott.
There's so much bench space. You do whatever you want, even if you bench your Crow back.
I get it. But again, you mega fold the Palkia.
Nah, it's free. Well,
if you put down a full bench to do more damage, they just need even less on their side of the field and conserve even more resources.
That's true too.
They can hold back so many resources. So you have an auto loss against Palkia.
Big Charm wouldn't work, right?
Big Charm would put you at 370. If you had 8,
I don't know if that'd be
5,
enough.
That's what? That's 13 times 2 is 260 plus the 60 is 320 and then a belt. I mean, technically they
got quick shooting.
They could get there with quick shooting and belt in a full bench. So
quick shooting.
And I mean, I don't hate Eternatus. I would play it over Shadow Rider. I would play it over random Arceus insert VMAX.
Yeah.
I would play it over other things. And I mean, yeah, you did get a lot in this set for support. You've got Dark Patch, and if you want a free pivot, you could technically play Sneasler V.
I think Temple of Sinnoh is really good in E-turn.
Yeah.
That's a 4 of.
Oh, I didn't even think about. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that goes hard. Yeah, that goes hard.
Because like even if you can still technically play what's the Hiding Dark Energy. And if they bump the stadium, you've got free retreat. If not, it's still a dark energy.
Yeah.
So
there's so many options. You need the Star for Time, you have Wheezing. If you need some quick chip damage, you have Zigzagoons.
There's so many different options. E-turn succeeded so well before because it had Chaotic Swell.
That Swell and not lack of Palkia.
Yeah, and I mean now there's Path and whatnot, but I feel like maybe Temple of Sinnoh is like the last.
But even with Path though, you still have 150 damage. You put a belt. That's 180. You're 2-shot VMAXs even with Path.
Yeah. No, I think that's fine. Path. I mean, I actually think E-turn with Samurott might be better than like Darkrai. I was thinking Darkrai, you just play like hammers.
I think Samurott's a better pick.
Yeah, you can go 40 damage for free, and then you can also, if you're playing the Goons, you already have the Sam. Yeah, no, that might actually be better.
You could use what's the first attack of Eternatus? 30 damage for one. Attach one from your hand. So there's your chip damage. And then you attach energy to the Samurott.
Yeah, because you already have the Goons in the deck. You might as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a little dark toolbox in a way. Then okay.
Yeah, could work.
So I think Eternatus can, it's going to see. It's coming back at some point in time. I might have to make this claim for like the next 3 weeks, but some point in time.
We'll see if Urshifu or Machamp or Decidueye pop off though too.
Not
because you can't. There's no way you beat a fighting deck.
You don't beat Urshifu. No, but not.
Well,
Machamp.
Then again, though, hang on. Is if you split your load, E-turn is weak to fighting, but Samurott's weak to grass.
Yeah, you could probably, sneak a Manaphy in the deck with a Scoop Up Net. So if you have to go Samurott, you can protect your bench with Manaphy.
And if you really want to, Hoopa technically still works. And he's psychic and dark, and he doesn't.
Dark patch.
And you can dark patch. So there's your fighting.
Let's say you run a Darkrai build.
There's your fighting coverage.
You got 2 dark patches. You need them. Oh yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I think I know what you're gonna do on stream time. I'll be there to watch it. I gotta see this.
I might try that. I might try to Hoopa Moltres Samurott might be decent. You might not even need E-turn, just Hoopa Samurott Moltres.
An energy switch?
Yeah.
Energy switch would be pretty gas in there.
But you play the E-turn, you gotta play like the 4 Crobat. You gotta like go all in on that.
You gotta go, yes, because you can get rid of them anyway. But
you could probably play all right. You could probably be a VMAX and then you beat Malamar with Stealth Poison going to Goon. All right.
Yes, see? Mm-hmm. So I'm watching you tonight. I gotta see that. But moving on. The only other card I see that is gonna see some play, I think, is Diancie. I think Diancie could help a lot of decks.
There's potential for that for sure.
Yeah, there's potential for it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think a Diancie buying you a turn or two, just to set up and
get
where you want to be. Let's say you play something with hammers or energy denial, you're slowing your opponent down even more, and they can't get around that Diancie. It's just sitting there, it's in the way, it's bothering them. I feel like it can really help out. And then when you feel like evolving, okay, now evolve. Because it only protects basics, right? So
yeah,
your basics sit there when it's time to evolve. Okay, let me evolve now. I'm charged up. I'm good to go. Boom. I'm way ahead of you now because you couldn't do anything because I kept denying you your energy or whatever it is and bossing up things that you didn't want active, and you can't get around my Diancie. Yep. So I think Diancie will see some play eventually.
And again, it'll throw the prize trade off to the metaphorical seven prize game. So if you play it right.
If Cross Switcher sees play though, I know some Palkialists are playing Cross Switcher, which is like yikes. That makes Diancie pretty unplayable. But I still think Diancie's broken anyways. I think there's definitely ways you can try to build it. Like it's basically you can build it like a Primal Groudon style deck. You just got to find the right Pokemon to pair it with. Like either it's Dialga or like I don't know, Dialga, Arceus, who knows? There's something out there.
I've seen Dialga a lot. I've seen Dialga. Maybe Palkia. What do you think?
Yeah, Palkia now because it needs 2 energy. I think it's too easy to play without Diancie. I think definitely Diancie with like a V Pokemon with a costly attack cost. I think it's the way to go. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's decent.
Your boy, Aggron VMAX, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could see it.
Not Aggron, no.
Not Aggron. But no, LDF. Do you have anything that you see on the rise? Price wise or playability wise?
Dialga. Even if my Megazone build is not the best way to play it, I still think Dialga V-Star is going to see play. I think the card is honestly friggin' insane. The fact that you can go that V-Star power alone, depending on the scenario you're in, like that V-Star power can win you the game. If you go V-Star power, knock out the Pokemon, and you have a boss on your next effect, you can go you can take out 2 V-Stars in 1 turn because Metal Blast does a buttload of damage. because if you're doing the 220, you already do 240 with Metal Blast. You just attach one more energy. You're doing 280, and then you're already knocking out
Ban
a
310. Like, yeah,
I genuinely think Dialga has potential to be a pretty good deck in the meta. I just think people have to figure out the best way to play it. Either it's with Diancie, Arceus. You play with Arceus, so you can't use Starbirth because you have to. Dialga's V-Star attack is what wins you games. Like if you're playing Dialga, you have to play the V-Star attack, and I generally think someone is going to figure out a way to make Dialga good. I generally have put Stonks in that.
Do you feel like you just go Arceus and no V-Star, just straight Arceus and just attach 2 and just power up?
You could. That doesn't seem terrible either. I think, well, the problem with that, though, you only get 3 energy on. You need 5. But you could play Saucer, Raihan. Yeah, you know what? Maybe just Baby Arceus is the way to go. And you can probably play like a couple V-Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Could see it.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of ways.
Yeah,
I genuinely think Dialga's broken. I think that the card is insane.
But maybe once some of the excitement dies down for Palkia and for Darkrai, maybe even Samurai, maybe people like, oh, what's this Dialga thing? I forgot about this thing. Oh yeah. So then,
yeah, Dialga is just really good. I don't see a world where that card doesn't do well in a tournament, like an IRL tournament.
Yeah, and like there's enough water now that fire's not going to pop its head back up, even with people attempting to play grass decks.
And grass is just
Gardenia seems underperforming, and
you're not wrong. I took it to a
like Lilligant's cool. Don't get me wrong, and the loop you can do with it is nice, but it just
Lilligant's solid.
It's not sustainable. Like it's not.
No. Yeah. I took Gardenia to a tournament, and it just, oh my gosh, I was always 1 energy short, always 1. I had my free retreat. I had the 2 energy, and just even 1 short every time.
With Gardenia, even though you have good pivots like Mew or Castform or Coco, you don't have a way to get energy that easily. Because with Welder, you had Giant Hearth and Fire Flint, which is why Welder was the best thing in the game.
And like now,
Gardenia does not have that.
You have Eldegoss, and you have to set up a stage 1. Like,
I've tried Eldegoss. You get better value out of Cricketune though. Cricketune is pretty good. For what I've tested with Cricketune is broken, but it's like, but yeah, I just think grass you probably have to just play like you might have to play like 12, 13, 14 grass energy in order for that deck to be consistent.
I tried 10 and it was never enough. You might be right. I don't know. But okay, Stu, I know you got a lot to speak on Stonks, so let's hear it, man.
Yeah. This is super weird. So Machamp V, the alternate art foil card from Astral Radiance. This thing pre-sold on multiple websites around the $30 to $40 price point. Power sellers on TCGplayer who are allowed to sell early because they're physical storefronts and have over an average of 300 stores who can do pre-sales. They had them averaged out for $50 when the set went live on TCGplayer. After the set came out, it started to go up to $60, $70, and then went right back down to $50, $40 again. In the past 2 days specifically, if you've been following me on Twitter, I've been freaking out. I pulled one of these in the box that I won Saturday.
You don't have it right there in front of you, do you?
In a binder in my backpack. Or no, Emily took the binder for something. I don't know where it's at. Whatever. But I pulled one and I was like, I'm going to see how this box was so I can, potentially trade this away. I have no interest in ever keeping the Machamp. It's whatever, fine. I'll get, Palkia as I need or whatever else. Sure. And out of nowhere, all the listings vanished. One was relisted for $80 and it sold. And then one went up for $125 yesterday afternoon. And it sold. There was no listings. This morning when I woke up, there was one listing for $189. At the current moment, there are 8 listings as low as $139.
That might be people just like, because Astral Radiance, it's a good set for competitive, but it's like there's no valuable cards.
Yes,
like,
and everybody assumed that the Dialga and Palkia alternates would be the chase cards of the set. But when it comes to chase cards and collectors, what do they normally? They want the Gen 1. They pander to the Gen 1.
Gen 1s.
And this thing has just gone up out of nowhere, and it's worth more than a booster box now. And like normally, the only cards that ever get to that point are Charizards.
Some Pikachus.
This thing is worth just as much right now as the alternate art Charizard from Astral.
That's crazy.
And it's nuts. And I feel like it's weird because well, a lot of people don't know this, and I only know it because I work in a store and we order a product. We can't get more Astral Radiance. There is no Wave 2 of Astral Radiance.
Oh my.
There is no Wave 2. So if there's a card that you want for your collection or to play with, get your play sets while they're relatively cheap before the common Pokemon community realizes there's not a Wave 2 of this set because they've already shifted print into Pokemon Go. Look at the error box that came out with the Candela that Leonhardt had. Look at everybody pulling the Blastoise and the alternate art Mewtwo's.
I saw that. They got
out of their Astral Radiance packs. So at the end of the print run of Astral at the factories, they started to shift into right out of the gate Go, and then it bled through.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be an absolute buttload of Pokemon Go packs, is my assumption. And once Astral poofs and vanishes, where are these cards going to go? Like, if Palkia sees as much success as it's already seen with the Full Grip event, and what we've seen online already, and everything else going on, it's already a $30+ V-Star. If there's no second print wave to keep printing the card, what's the limit on that? Where's the sky? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely gonna go up.
But this is major stonks right here. You're talking like big brain stonks.
Yeah.
That's like crazier than Evolving Skies, because Evolving Skies is like a crack set.
And there is another wave of Evolving Skies coming for hobby shops specifically, but it's only 1.26 times the size of the third wave of Brilliant Stars.
Damn.
Wave 3 for Brilliant Stars, most stores got 1 to 2 boxes or a case compared to their normal allocations.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever comes out for this third wave or fourth wave, whatever, of Evolving Skies, because technically Pokemon Center had some. People have been posting a lot of hits.
I remember PTCGL Radio was talking about, there was another wave coming, and eventually, Pokemon Center had them up. I'm still sitting on a booster box. I just hold on to it still.
Same. I'm sitting on an Evolving Skies box. That's a hold for sure. There's no chance not a hold.
That's a mega long term. Like,
Evolving Skies is like one of the best modern sets we've ever seen. There's no chance that's not a hold.
There's beautiful cards in that set. I want to open them up, and oh man.
I mean, there's a reason why I got a stack of ETBs. There's a reason I got Evolutions and Hidden Fates, like major stonks, right? Those are long term holds.
Yeah.
And I have a Cosmic Eclipse booster box, Burning Shadows box, and Evolving Skies box, and a bunch of Shiny Fates and Champion's Path. Because
should I throw away my Celebrations ETB?
Celebrations isn't being printed again, but who knows what'll happen.
Charizard, that's Kanto Stars in general.
So hold on.
I thankfully already got my Charizard from the Celebration stuff. So
yeah, it's hard to say, but I think as players, not just PTCGO with the fact of codes and existing, and like all these tournaments this coming month with the last regional of the season and NAIC, the biggest event outside of Worlds for Pokemon. Like, I am actually kind of scared for the prices of cards in this set, so I'll probably do a market watch, like a full-on market watch video on the channel in the next 2 weeks tops.
I'm hoping Garchomp here does well.
And Starmie,
Starmie and Garchomp, you think are the two best?
Starmie and Garchomp are the two biggest cards in the trainer gallery.
Okay, good, yeah, because I got the Garchomp.
Yeah, I got the Starmie in a Palkia deck.
I mean, I have an insane pull collection here. Like, I got like the Celebration Zard, Espeon. I have 2 Umbreons. I got 2 Umbreons. I got Glaceon. Like, from what I've pulled, like, I don't buy a lot of IRL product, but like from what I've gotten so far, like I could sell this off for like well over like $1,000 probably.
Yeah.
I need to hold on to my stuff then.
Yeah, I might get them graded. I think definitely I want to get those Alt-Art Evolutions graded.
Definitely.
So yeah, like I deep down, like back on the Machamp, I want to sell it, but if this craziness that's happening now is just the taste of what's to come with the set, again, like
that's tough. That's a tough decision.
Like,
I don't think Astral will probably get a second print run
eventually.
At some point.
Yeah,
but definitely like you want to hold the Machamp for when the time, like the peak moment of its price.
And like, yeah, there's more listings now. They're like 140, but again, when those go, that 189 one's still there, and then people are going to price reasonably in comparison to it. And eBay's about following the same suit with sold eBay listings, so it's all over the place. This is a weird. This is a weird one for Stonks. I know last week I had the don't pre-sell hot take.
Don't buy pre-sales.
Don't buy pre-sales. And I mean, technically, for the most part, you don't ever buy pre-sales. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I made a mistake buying a Radiant Halucha for like $9.
Don't buy your codes in advance, and don't pre-sell. Don't pre-sell your singles. Don't do it. It's just not worth it. Wait till the set's out and everything comes down in value.
Hey, my first pre-release. My lesson learned, man. I'm learning right now.
Oh no! Do pre-releases. Play in those events. Those are fun. But don't.
No, I'm saying my first new set release where I'm actually buying cards. I'm like, hey, a Radiant Halucha, that's gonna be good. I'll take that for $9.
And it's like $2.
I'm learning.
That's like $2 tops.
It's like $2. Yeah, I was mad. Right. I was like, what?
Well, let's do some Q&A. We have a
lot. Oh my goodness.
We have a
lot of questions.
We have a lot. This is the most Q&A we've ever had. So massive thanks to everybody watching us live on Twitch. I'm gonna just pick one at random to start. I'm not gonna do them in any sequence or order. Okay.
Should we just go through maybe 10 questions? We pick 5 each?
Yeah. I'm just gonna pick one randomly right here. And let's go with right here. This is from our friend Good Mind Shows on Twitch. LDF has some of the most fun and inventive deck ideas on YouTube, not to mention Profilific. Does he have a method for coming up with deck ideas?
I mean, yeah, that's a good question. I get asked that a lot. I mean, when I come up with decks, I'm just like, I try to make everything I can work. If a card looks interesting enough and has like an ability or just combines well with something, like I'm definitely gonna try it out. And I think that kind of feeds into the whole idea of like making content all the time. It's like I can, play a deck every day and it's a different deck, and having access to like a bunch of different cards to play with, and that just makes it easier to build decks. But it's really just, it's just kind of like if the card combines all something, has an ability or something, and I can find a cool way to play it, and I think it'll, people would want to watch it, then I can pull something out of it. That's just kind of how it goes. But I'm also like, I'm always thinking of deck ideas. I spend a lot of time, especially as a full-time content creator, I spend a lot of time on PCGO just sitting there, just building decks and thinking, does this deck have potential for a video? It's the formula.
I dig it. It's a little bit of the behind-the-scenes thought process.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of same things. I've looked at just staring at, like, I go to the create a deck manager and just look at cards like, could this work? Is this a thing? Can I ever use this?
Like, when I'm not streaming at night, like my nights are just listen to music and just build decks and just see what I can come up with.
I've done that too.
Yeah, especially when new sets come out, it's the best time to do it because there's all these new cards and it's like, oh shoot. I write down a lot of my ideas. If I think of a good idea, I write it down. I have a long list of decks for future
You have like
content.
a chalkboard in the shower.
Yeah.
Like, wait a second, just write it down real quick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, I'll pick a question at random as well. I'll scroll down and scroll up and down and up and up, up and down, and this one. Okay, I'll skip that question. It was by Real Sunny Games. What is Passmantu's chase card? We don't know what Passmantu's because Pass is on the pod. We can answer that one.
Oh my god.
So I'll grab another question. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I would pick the most loaded question there is. Oh my, from Drago the Forkhead. Oh boy, do you think Pokemon should do separate sets that are mostly or only reprints for expanded format? Oh, I'll just stop it right there. Yeah. Do you think they should do separate sets that are mostly reprints for expanded?
100%. I think expanded is too. I think they should do like a trainer's toolkit for expanded and have like A-specs in them.
Yeah, we touched on that a little bit earlier. Like I'm with you on that one. It's not new player friendly. It's not 4-year player friendly either. Like if you've been playing for 4 years now, like the best things in expanded are the new Pokemon and the old trainers, and occasionally some old Pokemon. And like the barrier to entry is it's just hard. It's really hard.
It's very hard. Yeah.
Even on PTCGO.
And if they bring back, I think expanded will come back next year IRL because everything's reopening, right?
We still don't know for sure. They haven't.
Well, not everything's like reopening, but like I feel like everything's kind of like settling in. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like because obviously they're gonna focus on standard bringing IRL back because it's been 2 years since, right?
Yeah.
That's why I kind of meant.
Yeah.
I think expanded will be next year.
There'll
be more tournaments.
Because they used to alternate. Used to go expanded regional, standard regional, expanded regional, standard regional.
Yeah. Well, next season I should say.
Yeah. So we'll see what they do.
Yeah.
They couldn't move on the way. I mean, with the way this is popping off right now, with people fighting, like you said, Hunger Games are fighting to get into regional. They might just say, "Hey, this is good for us. Stick with standard." Who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, if the attendance isn't as high and they overbook
Yeah.
a large venue, could be bad news.
Yeah.
Because
They do make a lot
so
of
many
money, like,
so many
doing that.
financial things that like we don't
Yeah.
know as players and creators. We have no idea like the full ins and outs of everything on that end. So
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Stu, you want to grab another question?
yes, we kind of hit that one already, so we'll get that out of here. This one's from the Squid Lounge.
Okay.
What's your single most favorite thing about the Pokemon community?
For me, I would say it's a pretty non-toxic community. I mean, yes, there's been a lot of controversy, argument, beefs in the past with like Verbank and certain players doing this and that. But for the most part, the Pokemon trading card community, everyone kind of knows each other because their community is so small anyways. It just kind of makes sense that everybody kind of cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like
True.
everyone
So
knows everyone in a way, which is nice. And it doesn't feel like it's not very toxic.
yeah, it's so tight knit and so
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned Stu and people are like, oh, I know Stu. When I mentioned LDF, oh yeah,
Mhm.
So it's such a small community and so tight knit. You're right.
Yeah.
I'll grab a question. I see Steuben's removing some of the ones that will be tougher to answer. I see what you're doing there, Stu. Okay. I have one here by Good Mind Shows yet again. Okay. We kind of touched on it. You can go and expand on it. What does LDF think could bring PTCGO/live to the mainstream? You're talking about a wall stopping content creators from really exploding. What could change?
I definitely think for PTCGO, I mean, I think the thing with PCG Live, it's like it doesn't have that marketability. PTCG Live does not have a better viewer base than PTCGO. Like if PTCGO
Attack of the Flying Pokeballs.
If PTCGO like went away tomorrow and TCG Live was the only thing you could do for content, every content creator would just see a fall off in views. People would hate. People would unsub. And I honestly think that is where we're heading if TCG Live actually comes out in how it looks.
Well, that was
TCG
Mahone's fear.
Yeah, that's everyone's fear. I've spoken to Mahone and a ton of content creators about this already, about like how it's so bad for the community. And like PCG Live, the potential's there. Their heart's in the right place, but the game itself does not look or play anything like that people would care to watch. And I think that TCG Live will do more damage to the community than good. And I do think there's potential. The fact that, everything's easy to get, it's pretty free to play. It's awesome. But like the way the game looks, the way the game plays, how buggy it is, there's just so many things wrong with it that turn people off from wanting to watch and play it. And that just ultimately will kill the community. It's going to do more damage than good. And I think that they gotta either scrap it, which I don't think they're going to scrap it anymore, but they got to do something to make the game better. They got to overhaul it and make it look better. Like it's got
to get completely revamped. And I think you're right. If it came out the way as is with a few minor adjustments, it would do more damage than what I think they want to try to expand. That's why it's for mobile. It's mostly for mobile.
And that's probably where they're going wrong, bro.
You think so? I think that's good.
I think it's good, but I mean that's just you're just crapping on all the people that make videos on the computer. I'm not gonna start being. I'm not gonna be making content on my phone.
And maybe a PC version. They're different versions.
That's
same
what
game.
I'm saying. Yeah, but like the fact is, because they made the game way too. They made the game way too friendly for mobile. It's like they made it more for mobile than for desktop. You got all your content creators out here pushing your game, promoting it, getting you all this money and revenue, and then you make the game look super, crappy and make it not for desktop where I'm making my videos. I'm not gonna start making videos on my phone. I'm gonna, there's a reason why I bought a computer is because I want to make good PTCGO content on desktop on my computer. I'm not
streaming from your tablet.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I just think that it's bad. I like here, for example, it's like if TCG Live came out right now and PTCGO got scrapped. If say I'm averaging 10K views a video on PTCGO, and then TCG Live comes out, that 10K average viewers is going to go down to like probably like 7K, maybe 4. Probably not that low, but at very, very least low. If I'm not putting TCG Live in the thumbnail or title, then obviously people it might be fine.
You kind of hide the fact that
yeah, but eventually it'll just decrease over time, and eventually it'll just be so bad.
I think it will. Like you said, it could be more harmful.
Yeah, especially because PTCGO is already like, it's kind of hard to do this full time. I'm not saying I'm making bank off it. I'm not scraping by, but I'm like, it's like if anything happened and the views started dip, like, because it's already so hard to do the Pokemon TCG, playing card game, content full time. It's already like hard to do it as is, and that just makes it even worse. And I don't know. It's just it's a scary thought, and it scared me before, like, thinking about it. I'm glad Mahone did that video. That needed to be said.
Yeah, I
Because
can only hope
the
that
game,
it, like him doing that, everybody else following afterwards, like
yeah.
not
if you look,
not being afraid to speak out after that. Like, I hope it resonates with TPCI. And
I've spoken to a few people from TPCI about it. It's just like, I don't know if they're gonna scrap it. Unfortunately, I don't think it is gonna get scrapped. I think they're sticking to their guns. From what I've heard, they're sticking to their guns. But it's like, I know for a fact TPCI knows about the backlash the community has given it, especially the content creators. I know they know that. I've heard that, but it's just very scary to think that this is where the future of the game is headed, where it's such an ugly looking game. It's gonna do a lot of damage to the community. People are gonna lose views, lose money. It's just not good for the growth of the game. Even if it's easy, even if it's more accessible, it just isn't good at all. It's just not gonna do anything good for the community. And I mean, the day one, I did a review video on TCG Live. I criticized it. I said, I think the game looks ugly. I don't like how it plays. I think it looks like ass. I said that. I flat out said that. And I'm glad other content creators got on that train too, because I've known for a while that, like, yes, this game is not very good. Literally, if I'm going on right now, there is 0 people, like 0 viewers on TCG Live right now. 0 people. And that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Well, a lot of people, can get a VPN, but some people are just having. Like, I never did it. So I mean, do you think it's just because accessibility?
Nah, no. I mean, part of it is obviously people are on that bandwagon after Mahone's video kind of blew open the doors. The people are on that bandwagon, but the game is just so. The fact there's 0 every time I look at TCG Live, there's always 0 viewers.
Yeah, I only ever see one streamer over there, and it's Trust Your Pilot.
Yeah,
and they're on in a specific time period. That's it. I never seen anybody else over there. Oh yeah, he did the other day in the morning, but still.
Trust Your Pilot and Dillinger, you're right.
Yeah, and I feel bad for people that migrated. My buddy got wrecked, migrated, can't get his account back. I know Azul migrated. He had to work, he had to get like a lot of people to like donate him stuff to like get a PCG account back and running. Mahone migrated. He got lucky, he had that demo account. It's like, I didn't migrate because I knew, like, I was going to stick on PCGO anyways. Even if TCG Live ended up being a hit, but like, I'm glad I didn't migrate because it's like, yikes.
Yeah, same here.
So.
Yeah, it's rough. Now, like, even if they like continue to push the live agenda, like, too, what sucks is like TPCI, like, they don't care if people actually play in the end when most of the product sales are still to people who just want to open packs and collect cards.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a massive thing. Like, as long as that's still massively profitable for them, then well, we're gonna be stuck with whatever they want to give us.
Exactly. That's just unfortunately how it is gonna go. TCG Live needs some kind of. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be changed. It needs to look better than PTCGO. And unfortunately, where we're at, that is just not gonna happen.
Nope. No.
And yeah, it's just not. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm scared. Every day I wake up dreading that they're gonna tweet out the release date, and then it's like,
hey guys, good news.
They just gave it to Mexico.
Yeah,
and that's a bad sign, I would say, because that means they're potentially creeping closer to that release. I feel like, but they could have done it too because they know the game is dying and not very popular, so they want more people to play it. But Mexico, I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. It's just like, every stream I rant about TCG Live because somebody always brings it up in chat, and then I gotta rant about it and diss it and roast it, and it's like, I feel bad at that point because, like, I've spoken to people with TPCI. I know they want the game to do well, and I feel bad. Obviously, people put time and effort in this game. I'm pretty sure TCG Live has been in development. I've heard it's been in development since 2019, like before the pandemic even, which kind of surprised. I thought it was been because of the pandemic, but before the pandemic is apparently when it's been created. It's been in development for a very long time, since 2019. And it's like, I know people worked on it, did a lot of effort. People, had to spend hours on it, but it's like the product is not good, and that is just not a good thing.
Yeah, I like the concept, trying to expand a little bit. Use mobile as a way to reach out to other people. A different client to get me people, hyped and stuff. Like you said, your first day you had 700 viewers watching because the hype was there. So I like that idea. I do like the idea, but
and then 700 people saw that it was a polished turd.
Like, oh no, let's get out of here.
Everyone else had big viewers. I know Azul had like 800, and Mahone had like 2,000, I think, or something crazy like that. And Mahone roast. I remember watching Mahone stream. I rated him after he was roasting the game. He was going hard on it. I'm like, yep, that's the future of the TCG.
Mahone, he played it and he tried to, try to support and everything like that. But he was disliking it as he was playing it. He was like, this looks ugly. I like the way this looks, and eventually he had his breakdown. Azul tried his hardest to not, say anything negative. And hey, all betas have bugs. It's okay. Hey, as long as the cards do what they're supposed to do, most of the time, he tried his hardest, and eventually he reached his breaking point, and it just, I felt bad for so many people, man. Flex Eddie Wright just tried it, it just didn't work out.
Everyone tried it, yeah. I don't care about the bugs. I mean, yes, the bugs are a big deal, but that's what the point of the beta is. But for me, it's just I don't care about the bugs. I just care about how the game looks and plays. I think the looks and plays terribly. It's bad for the growth of the game, bad for content creators, bad for the community. Even if the game is buggy, I mean, PCGL's been buggy for so long anyway, so it's already been a thing that's already, PCGL's been a buggy game for a very long time anyways. Yeah. People have had to put up with bugs forever. We can put up with more bugs as long as you make the client look good and make it like PCGL where people will actually want to watch it and come back and revisit and then just watch it once, leave a comment, this game looks ugly, and then they never watch a video, and then
16-9, not 9-16. It's all about the landscape.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. And I think TCG Live, it's just it doesn't reach the mark.
Yeah, they need to make a version that's for specifically for mobile and one that's specifically for PC, and just I guess start from there. I don't know. Mm-hmm. We'll see. Subin, any more questions, or are we about to wrap this thing up?
No, we've been here for quite some time. So let's give the floor to Little Dark Fury. Anything you want to say? Any shout outs? The floor is yours, my dude.
Well, thank you for having me on. It was a fun conversation. I just love sitting down talking to people like this. It's a lot of fun. But thanks for having me on. I guess shout out to my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, my Discord server, and all that stuff. And shout out to the Shuffle Squad YouTube channel too.
Right on.
I got to give that shout out. The new video today actually on Dialga V-Star that I posted, so I definitely go give that a watch and a sub. Those shout outs out of the way. Yeah, I would say so.
Shout out to you guys, haven't checked out LDF's content for whatever reason, all the links will be down below. Twitter, all that nonsense too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you have a whole list of links. If you got your Twitter, your Twitch, your YouTube, you're part of the Shuffle Squad now. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be just full of LDF stuff, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Stupid. Any unfinished business we need to mention or talk about? Anything?
Not that I am aware of at the current moment in time. Big thanks to everybody who hung in and hanged out and watched live. Of course, you're on Apple or Spotify. I'm not telling you to leave a 5-star review, but if you do, I may or may not read it on stream live during the recording. Totally not. No, but
you can't say that. No. Why would you say? No one's saying that.
No. No one ever told you to do any 5-star reviews, but
I know some people are listening, so I mean, but if they choose to, that's just their choice, right?
Yes, that's their decision, and we really love that decision. It's a really nice decision. But that's it. All the links for everybody will be down below. Gazer, take it away.
Stupid man, congratulations on your YouTube. It's popping off. LDF, appreciate you, man. When I reached out to you and said, "Would you do this?" and you said, "I love talking Pokemon," so you were down for it, man. I appreciate you for that. I'm glad you and I have this friendship going on, Stupid. I'm glad we're doing this, man. Help me with my 1K. This goes out to everyone listening right now. Help me. Tell me what to play. Tell me what to do. Help me. LDF, Stupid, please help me out, man.
But you're gonna have to just put your address out and start paying for shipping at this point.
Yeah.
Darn it. But no. You guys, that does it for the Gust One Podcast, episode 9. This is gonna be up on Spotify soon. If you're listening to it right now, you're listening to it right now. And it's also gonna be on YouTube. Check out LDF, Little Dark Fury. He's all over the place as well. Am I missing anything? Is that it?
That's it. We did it.
Yeah.
Oh, LDF, one last question. So when are we gonna do that stream where you, me, and For the Win TCG have a deck battle, like a deck off?
Gotta do that.
Most crazy rogue deck. I want to.
That's a good idea, bro. We gotta go. Might have to look into that soon.
Let's go. Let's go.
Summer. Could be like a good in between set release type of video type of thing.
I like it. Mm-hmm. All right. That does it for the Gust One Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Continue to listen. We appreciate you guys. We are out. Do we do our pog faces right now?
Oh, yeah, sure. All
right. On the count of 3. Well, I guess we're all at different times. But let's just get a pog face in. All right.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, and 3. Here we go.